A nigga that gain, nigga that like not gain weight, the nigga that lost weight, but lifting weights or some shit doing with some weight. So he big as hell now. Man, they said nigga got muscles and shit, man. So he ain't bullshit this time.
I like red bones, my type, light skin, that's nice, hello. GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic, GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic, GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic, GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic.
That's good, fantastic.
I like red bones, my type, light skin, that's nice, hello. GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic, GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic, GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic, GFN, that's fantastic. Fantastic.
That's good, fantastic.
Yo, what up? What up? What up? What's going on with y'all, man? Shout out to everybody to the building. Y'all know the deal, bro. Like and share, like and share, like and share, so we can get this thing out everywhere, man. Really appreciate y'all for coming up, pull up on me today, man. And let's go ahead and hop into it. Now, first off, condolences and rest in peace to all the people that lost their lives in this senseless situation. Um, quite tragic, quite sad, but realistically, man, again, things aren't going to get better, man. They're only going to get worse. And this is why I tell you guys, I'm very, very serious when I tell you, arm yourself, protect yourself, prepare yourself. Arm yourself, protect yourself, prepare yourself. Okay? It's not enough to just, go out here and buy a firearm, go out here and get firearms training, go out here and do what you need to do. And not only owning a firearm, man, start doing little things, playing little games, man, to pay attention to your surroundings, like little bitty things that really don't matter, You know what I'm saying? Try to remember like a detail or something, drive around in the city and, notice stuff and pay attention to stuff you haven't noticed to before. Attention to detail, bro. And situational awareness can save your life. Okay. A lot of people think, oh, you're paranoid, just paranoid. No, it's not you paranoid, bro. It's like you understand like when shit's getting out of hand. All right. A lot of people like, we're all young and our, kid days or, young adult days. And, it's a big ruckus somewhere and everybody, oh, what's going on? What's going on? Motherfucker, no, I'm going the other way. Okay. I'm going the other way. All right. Because all I hear when I hear, hey, nigga, fuck that shit you talking about, nigga. I don't care about none of that. Bum, 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 bum. My shit is saying I'm not muted. Can y'all hear me? For whatever reason, it's telling me that I'm muted. I'm about to share the story, bro. So StreamYard's acting out. Stream ain't acting up, man. I unmute and it says I'm still muted, so I don't know. Or maybe it's because the thing is not. I think it's a glitch to where if I play the thing, it doesn't do it when I'm done. I don't know. We'll see. But either way, y'all can hear me. So yeah, man. You know, you learn better, you do better. That's life, right? You if you're doing the same thing you were doing 5 years ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 30 years ago, you hadn't learned shit. That's all that tells me. If you're the exact same person you were, you know, a decade ago, 20 years ago, 40 years ago, 50 years ago, that tells me you're an idiot. Okay. That's what it tells me. Or you're deceased and you're a ghost. Okay. So one of the two, whichever one you fit into. Now, of course, I'm not saying that, you know, a lot of times people ain't changed nothing, you know. Well, of course, you know, don't switch up and don't change up. But you know, a lot of people mean that and they think you're not supposed to change anything about your persona or your lifestyle or, you know, the way you approach things and the way you move. And that's not being solid. That's not being real. That's just being stupid and lazy. You know what I mean? Again, as you learn better, you do better. As you learn things, you apply them. Okay. As you understand, gain understanding, you adjust accordingly. But either way, man, for you guys that don't know, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, before I show you guys this, okay? This is why. Well, let's address the title. Shout out to Chronicles of Judah, and shout out to Dr. Umar Johnson, man. Again, these are two black men that are on the total opposite of the spectrum, so-called black men. Shout out to Chronicles, right? You know, Chronicles, pro-truth guy. You know, he's not about the race thing. He's not about, you know, the white man this, the white man that. Absolutely no excuses whatsoever. Completely and totally about accountability on the man, you know, the black man specifically, and you doing what's necessary for you to not only make it for you, but if and when you decide to have children, your seed, and just, you know, moving wisely and moving wisely and being an asset to society. Okay. Being something that's a value to not only just, you know, the race, but to the entire planet. You know what I'm saying? Now, Dr. Umar would be a pro-wackity whack. You know, not just a pro-wackity, but a pan-Africanist pro-wackity whack. Everything's Africa, the motherland. We all come from Africa. Marcus Garvey, sister. Yes, sister, you're beautiful, sister, even when it's not a sister. Even when it was
Fuckers out here, bitch, getting shot. Bitch, who ass you gonna be, bitch? I know you seeing this pussy, honey. This mug. But bitch, I will get out and beat your motherfucking ass. Browse.
Dr. Umar was saying it was beautiful. Dr. Umar said, my beautiful black queen. What, nigga? What? What you say, nigga? You know? Yeah, man. But Dr. Umar Johnson, man, you know, finally the school is ready. I don't know. You know, this is the 37,000 rendition of the school is good, and you know, this and that, and who knows, right? But you know, remains to be seen. But two men on the total opposite ends of the spectrum agreeing on one thing. Chronicle says it. Hey, listen, man. Some of you Negroes are going to have to be removed. Okay? And we're reaching those times, people. Some of these Negroes are going to have to be removed. Drug dealers, killers, gorillas, real niggas, bro, they serve no positive purpose. Now, again, am I saying there's ever going to be a utopia where there's, you know, just, you know, heart stores and horseshoes, clovers and blue moons? No, okay. Rainbows and Sundays and all this. No, of course not. But the thing that hasn't happened in the black community, or it's been attempted, it has been attempted to where the community wanted to clean up itself from the worst of the worst and the parasites that were just dragging everybody down. The Detroit 300 will be one specifically, man. And bro, when I tell you, I think men understand men from a standpoint. Well, I know, not think. I know for a fact men understand men from a standpoint of passion, dedication, and sacrifice that women just never will. There's no way the Detroit 300 not only should have started in Detroit and still be going on to this day, but that brother that was at the beginning and the head of those group of brothers and the leader for him, that man spoke with so much motherfucking power, bro, and conviction. You could feel it. And shit, he made men. That's what a great leader does, man. A great leader makes men do what they're hesitant to do, but they know is what they should do as men. That's what a great leader does. You draw out all of the fucking masculinity. That wall that you got up, this, oh man, fuck that shit. Ain't got nothing to do with me. I ain't worried about it. Oh, fuck that law, you know. But nah, man, then he speaks to me. He's like, well, it does have something to do with me. You know, a 9-year-old got shot 2 houses down from me. You know, my child is 7. You know, they broke into the old lady's house, you know, a week ago, 2 blocks over. You know, my grandma's still living. Bro, they carjacking everybody, bro. Can't nobody motherfucking come to Uber Eats refuse to even come down our neighborhood. So shit, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna sit back and I'm a cower, I'm gonna wait, I'm a tiptoe, or I'm a motherfucking do something about it. I'm gonna not be a prisoner in my motherfucking own home, my own neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? Am I gonna motherfucking become a wolf? You know what I'm saying? Or stay a sheep? Better yet, fuck, am I gonna show these motherfucking wolves what a motherfucking tiger or a lion is? Right? Huh? Am I gonna fucking show these motherfuckers, man, that hey, bro, they didn't stop making guns when they made yours? And most importantly, motherfucker, hey, I'm on the right side of the law. Now, of course, I'm not encouraging vigilantism. You know, I'm not encouraging niggas to motherfucking wake up and, you know, put on your superhero suit. Where's my super suit? Nigga, you're not frozen, but you will be end up on ice. Don't think don't get out here and get too bold now. I ain't saying that. All right. I ain't saying it. Go end up seeing Uncle Charles. But you know, the brother that from the and I'll play that guys for you guys, you know, so you can hear it if you're not familiar. But anyway, man, let's get into the situation and so you guys can be made aware.
Learning some new detail about that shooting page.
After killing people, including a little girl and a news reporter, police now saying the suspect planned to continue out his spree. Local 10's Bridget Matter has been covering the story from the get-go. She's in Orlando, joining us now live with the latest details. Bridget.
Well, police are having trouble nailing down a motive, and that's because that 19-year-old is not cooperating with police, making their investigation especially difficult. Investigators are piecing together Wednesday's violent string of shootings in Orlando. In total, 5 people were shot in 3 separate shootings. 38-year-old Natasha Augustine, 24-year-old Spectrum News 13 journalist Dylan Lyons, and 9-year-old Tiana Major were murdered. Lyons was killed on the job covering Augustine's murder.
All right. So for you guys that don't know, this fucking lunatic, this piece of shit, this fucking just domestic terrorist went on a shooting and murdering spree just this past week. Just randomly. Random, yo. Randomly. He killed the first person, came back to the scene after they was covering it, after he killed the lady. Killed the news person. And then ran up in somebody's house random and killed an innocent little girl. And I think he shot the mama. 2 other people are still in critical condition fighting. So he shot 5 people total, killed 3 out of the 5, one of them being a 9-year-old girl. This is why we need fucking capital punishment. This is why you need the deletion penalty to be back on the table. The reason why you have such a high influx of violence and crime is because, especially violent crime, is, bro, you get a lifetime vacation. 9 times out of 10. Now, no matter how many bodies you get, bro, you got dudes that are literally a walking mortuary, funeral home out here. Okay? Walking motherfucking undertaker, bro. And they keep doing it because all I'm gonna do is go to jail and sit down for the rest of my life. That's the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is they finally get me up off the street. Police take me into custody, and I get to die in prison. Okay? And the way that this soft ass society is going, oh well, we're gonna change the laws up, and well, this is too inhumane, this is too that, this is too this. So now let's give them a chance and bring them back out. Another one. I'm gonna bring this up, and I just thought about it. So, and I think this is Florida too. I think it might be in Florida too. The cat they let out of jail. As soon as he got out of jail, man, he got his baby mama up out of there. Did y'all hear that story? Put a 1 in the chat if you heard that story. Put a 1 in the chat if you heard the story about a guy that got out of jail, and as soon as he got out of jail, he sent his baby mama, man. Unfortunately, bro, went ahead and sent it on Uncle Trump. Yeah, super soft. And let me be the one to say it, man. Hillary Clinton was right. Hillary Clinton was right. These super predators need to be off the street. She recanted her statements and all this other shit, but bro, listen, bro. The hard thing that men know, and this is why I wanted to make sure I paid attention to, or gave the, kudos to Chronicles and Umar Johnson at the time that he said that, bro. Men. That's why men are made to be the generals. Okay, that's why men are made to be the warmongers and the leaders of the fight and whatever. Because again, man, that's a tough decision to make. It's a tough decision to make, bro, to have to take a life. But bro, you got to do it. Sometimes it has to be done for the preservation of the public and the masses. Bro, it has to be done. And what has happened is that's been taken off the table. These people go and they torment for years and years and multiple people and victims and have no remorse, give no damn. Why? Because they know they just go sit down and put and then not only that, be a burden to the taxpayers. You got to pay for them, man. Paying for them. And you constantly got people, the prison conditions and the other, man, fuck that. You know the best way to make better prison conditions? Don't go to prison, dummy. Don't go to prison. That's the best way to motherfucking. It's inhumane. It's supposed to be. It's supposed to be. If it was up to me, it'd be far more entertaining for the public, but we're not gonna go there. Okay. Certain things you can't say, I don't want to say. And listen, the only thing I'm talking about here for YouTube that's watching, you guys try to get me up out of here. I am talking about the legal decisions and changes that are a detriment to the public, being that the ultimate punishment of capital punishment has been taken off the table for extremely violent offenders. Those people that murder other people, seriously harm and maim other people, especially those that attack children. Okay? That's simply what I'm just saying. This isn't me saying that, there should be some type of genocide or, all black people should die, or no, I'm not saying anything like that, because for whatever reason, man, y'all on my ass. So I have to preface and make this extremely explicitly clear. Okay. This isn't saying that all black people that go to jail should be, given capital punishment. I'm saying any person, but I'm focusing on black people because I'm a black man, and the horrible, just despicable piece of shit fucking human being that committed this crime to mostly black people is also a black person. So this is the thing that I'm speaking from, and it shouldn't be considered as hate speech.
The 9-year-old was killed inside her own home. Spectrum News photojournalist Jesse Walden and Tiana's mother were also shot. They were taken to the hospital with critical injuries.
At some point around 4 o'clock, he returns to the scene. He goes to the vehicle where the news media people are at. He shoots both the people from News 13.
Orange County Sheriff John Mina believes the suspected killer.
Bruh. Like Chronicle said, man, a lot of these motherfuckers walking around here got demons on them, man. And not even just demons on them. They're walking demons. They're actual demons in human form. Okay. A fucking demon with a fucking human suit on, bro. Look at this shit. Look at this dude. All the chaos and mayhem he just caused for no reason whatsoever, bro. He's smiling. It's funny to him. Funny. Bruh. Be careful. Get right. Understand who and what you're dealing with, and when you're dealing with them, man. I tell it, bro, I see this shit so often where motherfuckers just seem off and motherfuckers just feel weird. Like, damn, bro, what the hell? Bro, I got to move away from around you, bro. Quick. Ready. Just in case. If I don't already got it on me, which 9 times out of 10 I do, go get it on me if I'm going to remain there. But 9 times out of 10, I'm just out of the position altogether, bro, because it's not worth it. Look at this piece of shit, man. Listen. Oh no, I promise you. Listen, Jay, if you put that back on the table, bro, I promise you. And they didn't extend the shit out to where a motherfucker could kick it down the can 20, 30, 40 years. Hey, look, you have this amount of time to fucking file all your shit, whatever, from a legal standpoint. And this was crazy, right? And if you voted for it, I guarantee you people would vote for it. Especially in certain states. People will vote for it. The public will vote in mass to make sure, hey, look, if you kill a person and it's beyond a shadow of a doubt that you did it or whatever, hey, they got it on camera, they got the evidence, they got the DNA, they got the murder weapon, they got all this shit, and it's beyond a shadow of a doubt that you, sir or ma'am, have killed another person, an innocent person, not in self-defense, murder, and get your ass up out of here within a 10-year span, bro. Promise you, dog. Promise you. Major decreases in violent crime. Because it happened in the violent crime. I want to say it happened. You had a dip in like the 90s or something like that. If you track it. Shout out to on Hoop Jargon. Dual COJ144 beat over there. Oh, hey, yeah, bro. Hit me up, bro. You know I'm down for it, bro. Definitely down for it. Yeah, man. If you're not, man, if you don't know who COJ144 is, man, Chronicles Judas 144 on here. Just even to catch up with all his old work. His new stuff is great, but just to get the foundation to understand just, how profound the brother is, man. And, the principles he lays down. That's a great thing to do whenever you got nothing to do, bro. One of the greatest things to do. Long car ride or, whatever, just turning stuff on, long form, just, him pretty much explaining a lot of situations, bro. Okay? A lot of situations. 2-dimensional versus 3-dimensional, a lot of spiritual things, religious, so on and so forth, history. Brother covers all the bases, man. Entertainment, sports. Again, man, he got pretty much everything that you could give, bro, for real. But yeah, man. No, because one person being put to unjustly is wrong. That's why the appeal process is so long. Well, Noah Bell, no, that's what I'm telling you. Look, man, I feel you, right? I understand this. You know, how does the saying go? I'd rather 1,000 guilty men go free than one innocent man be found guilty or something like that, right? Or be charged or locked up or whatever it may be. I understand that. But again, man, that's too much of a liberal ideology. Nothing in life, bro. Very, very few things in life are foolproof. Okay. Now am I saying, fuck those people that, that slip through the cracks and whatnot, what have you? No, not saying that whatsoever. But that number of people are going down further and further and further and further and further. Okay. Going down a whole lot. All right. Why? Because of modern technology and science and all these other things. When people was able to pull that bullshit on people a long, long time ago, they spent 50, 30, 40, however many years in prison, man. You didn't have you didn't have the science to support it. You didn't have the surveillance or the technology to support it. All kinds of different things. The further we're going to advance forward, was actually no, damn, you know what? damn, brother, what was your name? Noah, you actually got me into one of my you tapped into one of my topics, fam, unintentionally. So now I gotta agree with you now, because now I'm thinking, we're in the age of the deep fake, man. That's scary. Which I don't think it'll be as much of a legal impact as it would like a social impact, because even if it's a lie, once people see something one time, they're gonna take it as that. The best and easiest thing for you to do, bro, would be a deep fake of a person, never been in a situation or something of them doing a crime or some vile act. So still, I don't think there will be enough for it to apply from a legal standpoint until we got to the point of where I guess like AI is just that complex. Then yeah, you have to worry about it. But still, man, I don't think we're there yet. And then too, they're not gonna be targeting, you know. You still gonna have real life motherfucking crazy wild motherfuckers doing shit like this, man. Yeah, man. Oh wow. Shout out to the G Dizzle, man. Shout out to G Dizzle, man. G Dizzle down in that area, bro. Hope everything's good with you and your fam, bro. Yeah, man. See, look at this shit. And that's what I tell y'all, man. This is everybody, the black man, sure y'all talk about is pussy and this and that, bro. This ain't got nothing to do with pussy. This got something to do with a fucking lunatic today, bro. We don't just cover the fucking, male, female relationships and shit. I'm here today to let you know, man. Be ready, be prepared. These crazy ass niggas is out here, dog. All right. And they'll kill you for nothing. Murder for fun. All right. Not even Jamaican. All right. Just a nigga bro, randomly. Can you imagine, bro? What would you have to have the type, bro? Bro, just think of this, right? In comparison to even like the craziest serial killer. That's another thing too. I'm a blend into this, but give me a second. Let's just hop back into this. Then I don't want to get lost.
Wanted to continue his deadly rampage.
The gun was out of ammo, and there is a possibility he was looking to do some more violence in our community, and thank God he ran out of ammunition.
The suspect, 19-year-old Keith Moses. Get on the face. Get on. This is the dramatic takedown during his arrest, captured on body cameras. Police saying the gun he had was still hot.
It's hot, still hot.
A motive in all of this is not known. Sheriff Mina says at this point there is no connection between the shooter and any of those victims, but that remains under investigation. At last check, the suspect has one charge for murder for the initial murder in the morning on Wednesday. We are waiting for additional charges to be filed. He should be facing at least 3 murder charges and 2 attempted murder charges. For now, we're live in Orlando. Bridget Matt.
This is crazy, baby. This is crazy.
Bruh, this is the world we're living in. You gotta be careful out here, dog. And this shit's sad because a little girl lost her life for no reason, other than a nigga being just fucking insane. Insane, bro. But this is where we get into the tough part of the conversation. And the reason why it's never going to be easy for us to move forward until, bro, hold on, let me show you this.
We're making some progress. Much of it is related to the initiative called community policing, because we have finally gotten more police officers on the street. That was one of the goals that the president had when he pushed the crime bill that was passed in 1994. He promised 100,000 police. We're moving in that direction, but we can see it already makes a difference. Because if we have more police interacting with people, having them on the streets, we can prevent crimes. We can prevent petty crimes from turning into something worse. But we also have to have an organized effort against gangs. Just as in a previous generation, we had an organized effort against the mob. We need to take these people on. They are often connected to big drug cartels. They are not just gangs of kids anymore. They are often the kinds of kids that are called super predators. No conscience, no empathy. We can talk about why they ended up that way, but first we have to bring them to heel. And the president has asked the FBI to launch a very concerted effort against gangs everywhere.
Hillary Clinton was right. As evil of a motherfucking person as it is, as many motherfuckers as they sent in to Uncle Charles. Bro, did y'all hear about the shit with the Clinton aide that you know, I guess they got shaky and probably was gonna tell something, and they ruled it self-deletion with the motherfucker tied to a tree and you know, a gunshot wound to the head area. Every day. See you at the crossroads. Yeah, when it comes to these type niggas right here, I'm a ooh, kill him. Ooh, kill him. No question. This dude right here, bro, again, if it was up to me, hey, what the hell is due process? Jeffrey Epstein didn't get no due process, right? Oops. He did it to himself. Just saying. As they said with Jeffrey Epstein, just saying. When it's something this clear, or you know, you prison niggas. I mean, more bodies, where you at? More bodies. We need you, man. More bodies. Three bodies. One of them a 9-year-old girl. More bodies. You got it. You go clean this up, bro. Oh, man, that's the murder man thing. More bodies. You gonna show them the murder man dance? Save the taxpayers some money, brother. I'm just asking, man, because I'm like, bruh, this is what we're seeing far too often, right? And of course, this one right here is more random and is more outrageous because, you know, these people, it wasn't over no block, it wasn't over no, you know, no drugs, no territory, no real beef, right? But this just further highlights, bro, how numb we've become to this, because this happens every day now in the black community. You know, bro, you know what I mean? Like, bro, niggas can't even talk about not being serial killers no more. Niggas are the new serial killers. That's fact. Young black men are the new serial killers, bro. It's a fact. Black people already have more murders, even though we were 6 times less the amount of people than white people. Far more murders overall. King Von, suspected, or now they put 2 more bodies on this dude after he got bodied. This man was 15 years old, tweeting and laughing about, allegedly getting people up out of here. This is what's praised, bro, in the black community. Oh, man, that nigga killer, man. That nigga got bodies, man. That nigga, hey, man, he a slider, rider. He wiping on the nigga's nose. He off the porch. All this lingo, man, for taking another life, bro. What the fuck? This dude, 19 years old, bro. Could have been in school. Could have got a CDL. Could have just worked a regular 9-to-5 job. This dude has the money or the means to find a gun. Dirty as hell. Who knows how many more bodies is on that fucking gun? And just randomly walk around taking lives, man. Bro, be careful. Watch your six. Be aware of your surroundings, bro. This is a fear monger. A lot of people, nigga, you just scared. No, bro, nigga, I like living. Okay. I like living, bro. I don't go nowhere and just like, every 5 seconds. I ain't motherfucking hearing the music, nigga. Every time I go somewhere. I ain't out here like that, nah. It ain't no every time I turn around is bum, 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 bum. But when I do hear the music though, nigga, I'm shaking the spot. All right? When I do hear the music, nigga, I'm out. I ain't finna hang around. I ain't finna look. I ain't finna, no, No. Bro, we live in scary, scary times. And and what the fuck was I gonna say? I was gonna work it into that. The separation. Yeah. Black people, it's time to separate from niggas. I know this been said. I know y'all don't like hearing this. What do y'all call it? What's the term they use, y'all? Not superiority complex, but it's something they call elitism. That's what it was. You an elitist. You an elitist. You ain't better than nobody. You ain't better. Yes, the fuck I am. Black people, be proud to be better. Be proud to say that yes, the fuck I am. I am not the same as this piece of shit 19-year-old male that decided to just on a whim go out and take 3 lives, one of which was an innocent child, and injure 2 more. That little girl that was killed, that was a complete family. Her mother was a wife. A husband has to fucking mourn his losing his daughter while praying that his wife makes it. That being said, too, people, listen. Y'all, and this ain't no shot, man. Shout out to the brothers. I'm glad you guys do this, but I got to make emphasis when we do this. I told y'all this before, bro. I don't give you a fuck if you got a house or you got an apartment. Replace your door, your door catch, okay? Your door catch. Replace it. They have a security fucking door catch that perfectly lines up already. However, your deadbolt and your regular lock is set up. It's gonna be, I want to say something like 8 inches long. Steel. They're gonna have some long ass screws that you put in there, twice the length of the screws that you get on a normal fucking door jamb or whatever, right? All right. Replace that. It's gonna make your door either completely kick proof or at least give you enough time that if somebody tried to kick your door, you can get to what you need to get to and send their ass right to motherfucking Uncle Charles. It's things you can do, man, to make it more difficult, make it harder, make yourself a hard target, bro. You got to start doing this out here, bro. Listen, young ladies, especially. Listen, I told you, I love y'all. Listen, pay attention to who's paying attention to you. We said this, we told y'all this. Most importantly, bro, get you a little 380, get you a little 22, get you a 9. Oh, this is what I wanted to show you too. Listen, because it can happen to you. Listen, bro, don't be helping people either. Don't be just helping random people, bro. Because the first lady that got, got deleted, bruh. They gave him a ride, and they riding along, bruh. He's in the back seat, and he just shot the lady. Hopped out the car and took off, bruh. However, person get there, the way they at, they can make it the way they going, bro. Bruh, I don't fuck with homeless people at all. I don't give money. I don't give change. I don't know. Nah. No rides, none of that. Nah. Bro, it's not worth it. You literally playing with your life, bro, for helping people nowadays, bro. But let me show you this shit right here. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. This was something that went viral. And this happened I think a couple weeks ago. Or maybe a month ago. Let's see. I think it happened earlier in the week. Bruh, this is why I say, bruh, listen. Have it on you, and do not open carry. Don't open carry, people. Do not open carry unless you are a fucking law enforcement officer, okay, or security guard, like paid security. All right, bro. Don't open carry. You're gonna learn why right now. Now, did y'all hear what she said? Oh, most definitely. Another Lord. Have a nigga sound like Lauryn Hill again, baby.
This is crazy, baby. This is crazy.
Most, hey, and we'll let that bitch sing and ring, bro. Go let her sing too. La 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 la. Doo 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 doo. We do remixes too, nigga. All right. Yes, indeed. As she should have been. She should have been. She tried to help this dude, right? And because she saw that she had the gun either in her pocket or something like that, he tried to wrestle the gun away from her. Now, I don't know if you heard this, right? Exactly. Shout out to Computer Geek. Yeah, this piece of shit, that piece of shit. And this is why, listen, bro, remember the same thing happened when someone either broke into, I think it's like a Family Dollar or something like that too, and they tried to sue the person. Dude was an armed robber, came in there, whatever, and the person protecting themselves and sent his ass to Uncle Charles. Bruh, this is why I gotta go there, man. It just gets worse with the what was the dude's name? What was the dude that stole the chick's car or whatever and used it, and the police shot him? He had the knife. What was his name? You know, the dude that was charged for grape, but the WNBA wore a shirt with 10 shots in their back, not knowing this man was like a accused rapist. I think he might have been convicted also. I think he might have been convicted. Jacob Blake. Appreciate you, Will. Yeah, the Jacob Blake, when niggas was trying to, come on, man. Y'all niggas hit the like button. I already know. I don't even want to look at my like button. Look, let me see. Hold on. We have to do some more bodies because I know you niggas hadn't liked the damn stream. Let me look at this disappointment. Come on, bro. 92 likes. Come on, bro. We got 170 people in the building, bro. Hit the like button, fam. Hit the like button so everybody get up in here. All right. But if you heard her, she told him, hey, look, hey, man, I'm gonna play the sound. I'm gonna take the video down and play the sound that way you can't see it.
I'm sorry. You got me. Okay. Damn, you shot me for real. Damn, baby, I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh, bro, I wanted to get the damn the James Brown. Watch me. I got it. Shawty said, "Watch this." Listen. Shout out to the ladies that own guns. Ladies, this is why this is the greatest equalizer ever. Okay? 2A all the way. Watch this. I'm sorry. No, nigga. No. I'm gonna need you to hold this hot shit. Try to use them there. Yeah, hey man, that's another big part of it, bro. Yeah, it is. It is, bro. It's a, hey, hit a nigga with that hot shit. Saying a totally different. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry.
Don't tell me that was no bar. That was no bar. Nigga, listen.
Bruh, that'll calm down all that gangster shit. That hot lead to calm down all that gangster shit, bro. Nigga, bitch, hoe, slut, hold on, baby. Nigga, we were sounding like NWA, the motherfucking Key Sweat. Who can love you like me? Nigga, we're singing a whole different song, nigga. Baby. Let's rewind it, bro. Let's run it back. Rewind selector. I can't show the thing, man, because she actually, she hit him with that fire. So if I show it, they definitely gonna hit the video. So I'm gonna just play the sound. But y'all know what it is.
I'm sorry. You got me. Okay. Damn, you shot me for real.
Damn, you shot me for real. Yes, dummy. That's not a fake bullet, and there's not fake blood running down your leg. Yes, all of this is real, sir. All of it. Okay? And you asked for it. Okay? All right? You play a stupid game, sir, and
So you get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
you get a ride in an ambulance. Yeah, and your prize is a ride in an ambulance. That's what you win today, sir. That's what you win today. All right? Telling you. Exactly. Shout out to my boy, man. Exactly, man. Playing no games, nigga.
Damn, baby, I'm sorry. Okay. Let me go right now. Okay, I'm sorry. Damn, baby. Now you gonna dumb me in for the jail. Damn, I'm sorry. Call the police. Call the police right now. I'm sorry, baby. Call your dumb ass out. Didn't I? Didn't I? I don't want it that. Didn't I? I don't want it that. Yeah, baby. Didn't I?
Ain't no bitch. Ain't no hoe. Baby. This nigga out here. So did I add that one? Oh, I thought I did, man. This nigga worse than Lauren.
This is crazy, baby. This is crazy.
This nigga finna start an R&B album with all them babies. Finna start a daycare with all them motherfucking babies. And hey, man, again, this is why 2-8 is important, bro. Listen, I know society, we're in this thing where, you know, guns don't kill people. People kill people, okay? People with guns kill people, all right? And people also with guns prevent themselves from being killed by people. That's what they don't tell you, right? All right? They never, ever, bro, show you or even talk about the violent crimes that were stopped, okay, by responsible gun owners. A dude just stopped a massacre, a mass shooting in one of these malls somewhere. It was Arizona or somewhere. I forget where it was, but Coleon the War covered it. And one man stopped another man that was going on a shooting spree. Got him up out of there. You won't hear about those things though, bro. You won't. You know? You know what I mean? Shout out to my man, Native Rain, man. Big money, fantastic. Text. Hey, man, I appreciate you, brother. You know, I'm trying to get it in there. Yep. Shout out to Will's Vlog, man. Church shooting in Texas stopped by gun owners. Yeah, bro. Shout out to my man Dale. Good black people need to be training, networking together, martial arts, weapons training, self-defense, scenario drills. You just want easy targets. Yeah, and I'm telling you, bro, we said this. What? I don't forget when I did this stream, but I told y'all, bro, the new real niggas is the good niggas. The new real niggas is the good black citizens, dog. This happened again in Chicago. Remember, they tried to carjack old girl. Old girl shot one of them in the face. I think she shot another dude, and the other one got away. They hit her, but she survived. Another case of bro, you just seeing these things pick up to where people not taking it no more, dog. Bro, people refusing to be motherfucking victims. You know what I'm saying? You got to hit them with one of these, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to hit them with it, and they don't even see it coming, right? You pull that motherfucking pistol out, bro. That's the greatest fucking equalizer ever.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me.
Change the whole game up, nigga. Motherfucker go from like this with that blade to like, oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Or like this, baby.
Did I just say I'll kill you? Didn't I just say that?
I'm sorry.
You. You just.
I don't want to die, baby. Please.
You. Call police. I just shot somebody. Dumb ass. Just told you I'll shoot your ass.
And most importantly, she did tell him I'll shoot you. Exactly. Not for me. Not for me. But listen, man, you know, and I had to lighten it up, man, because this is really, really a tragic situation. You know, especially being that, you know, not saying that the other two people that lost their lives are less valuable, but you know, a child, a 9-year-old little girl, man, with her life ahead of her, just one random day because of some crazy ass fucking lunatic kicking in her door, running up in her house, and just wants to take lives. You know, that shit right there, bro, is it not only saddens me, but it sickens me and angers me to the ultimate degree. And this is just where I can't say what I want to say. But let's just say, you know, hey, if somehow he reached for a gun, you know, good job, police officer. You feel me? He reached for your gun. We don't even need to investigate the police report. All right. But yeah, man. It's gonna have to be the great separation of niggas from black people. There's a difference. I know a lot of people are going to have a hard time admitting this or whatever because you're related to niggas. G Dizzle just said his homeboy, which I'm pretty sure G Dizzle not, you know, out here motherfucking slanging and banging, you know what I'm saying, and hanging on the motherfucking block, slinging rocks, you know what I'm saying, with the Glock in his socks. Bars, by the way. I'm pretty sure G Dizzle not out here like that, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, but you know, an acquaintance of his, man, this is a family member. And the biggest issue and problem, the hang up that you're gonna have is, hey man, that may be your brother, it may be your mother, cousin, you know what I'm saying, best friend, or whatever, so on and so forth. Bro, they can't come. They just can't come, dog. They're gonna be nothing but fucking destruction and mayhem, no matter where the fuck they go. Nothing positive. And this is why I always say this, because when we were always told this, but the layer wasn't taken a step further to understand it, right? It only takes one bad apple to spoil the bunch, right? So you have to take that bad apple once you fucking find it and immediately separate it. But what you can't do is make it work in reverse, where you take one good apple and it heals or revives the bad bunch. The bad bunch is just going to encompass it and turn it bad, you know, or it's just trapped there and absolutely nothing to do whatsoever. This is why the separation has to happen, bro. Listen, let them go. I understand. It's hard. I know. Bro, everybody can't be saved. Everybody can't be fucking rescued. Everyone can't be salvaged. Okay? Those that can and do, great. Good. But those that can't, bro, don't waste your time. Don't waste your resources. Don't threaten the group. Because what'll happen is you'll bring this person into it and they'll have more of a negative impact and bring more other people to that side than vice versa. Or they're going to see your ass as a lick, thinking it's an easy fucking target. And now you got another motherfucker. You got a motherfucker sitting to Uncle Charles. Ain't that a damn shame? Every day you have to cry. Shout out to Captain Sojourner, man. It's already started. Them single mothers and modern women catching hell right now. Well, yeah, bro, it did. I'm telling you, it definitely did. Well, and again, I don't really want to make it about that, Ozanika. But I'll say this, right? Statistically, the people that this young boy comes from, Ozanika, he don't have no dad in his house. Okay, he don't have a dad in his house. He wasn't raised in a 2-parent household. He wasn't raised with morals, values, boundaries, limitations, you know, do the right thing, help people. He wasn't raised with that. Why? He only had one mom, but you know, probably had siblings. You know, if I'm wrong, I'll retract my statement once they come out and saying, you know, he was like the Huxtables. He was like one of the Huxtable children. You know, mom and dad. You know, 2 upwardly mobile citizens, great jobs, careers, all this stuff, stable. You know, 2 college degrees. If that's the case, hey, I'll make the apology once the fucking information comes out. But if I was a betting man, I'd put my house on it. Single mother raised fucking lunatic. I can tell from the damn hair. Just by the hairstyling. It all comes back to more so than the mother, man. It's the fathers. But then too, you know, it goes into the mothers because the mothers choose the fathers. Again, ma'am, why are y'all obsessed with these prison niggas? What's the show, y'all, with the little skinny, the little midget nigga and the big girl? What's the name of the show I just covered the other day? Shout out to Native Rain again. Greatly appreciate you, brother. That's the only way, brother, and separate. As long as rap music exists, is existing, blacks are doomed for sure. Entertainment over lifestyle. Yeah, bro, that's crazy. I'm telling you, it really is. Ozanika, that's great. That's wonderful. That's absolutely wonderful. But that is the exception, necessarily not the rule. All right. And what we say is your grandmother's from a whole nother era. Okay. So you're comparing your grandmother. Would you compare your grandmother to modern women, Ozanika? Would you compare your grandmother to modern women, Ozanika? Yeah, Harambe. I mean, she tried to cap the Jordan. He told this is a brother that doesn't change his ways. The little boy that got killed the other day, man. Hold on, let me see. I gotta bring y'all up this very, very sad story right here. Ozanika, this is what we talking about. It's right here. We have mothers, all right? And I don't want to turn this into that. I'm not going to turn it into this, but the question was asked, so I just have to give proof, an example to prove what I'm saying.
From the mother of the 13-year-old who was shot and killed in Northeast DC 3 weeks ago. That mother spoke out a day after police arrested a longtime DC employee in connection with the 13-year-old's murder. And our Stephanie Ramirez is at the scene with more. Stephanie?
And Rob, we know from court documents released that longtime D.C. employee lives here at 1033 Quincy Street Northeast. Police finding the 13-year-old shot and killed here, Karan Blake, on the ground in between 1033 and 1030. Today, that Jason listed 4 police say he shot at the 13-year-old who was running toward him. The court document saying some of Blake's last words were, "I'm a kid. I'm a kid." Today, we did hear from Blake's mother for the first time. She spoke along with an attorney saying that she thought her son was home. She did not know he was out. She also said that parents don't always know everything that their kids get into.
What I can say is that Karan came from a good home, and I tried my best with him, But Jason Lewis, he had no right.
Attorney Brian McDaniel says much of the focus has been on what Karan was doing, police confirming that he was breaking into cars with 2 others that night. But the attorney says the focus should be on what in this situation did the shooting happen about.
I'm going to try to find the one where she gives the full thing, because that wasn't it. Give me a second. She gives the full. Yeah, here we go. This is the one right here. What chance did this young boy have if this is his mother's,
My firstborn. And it's messed up, but I gotta live with that. But I really hope that I get justice for my child, and I hope that this man is convicted.
London Blake, flanked by her family and her attorneys, talking to reporters for the first time since her son, 13-year-old Karan Blake, was shot and killed. Police say 41-year-old Jason Lewis opened fire after he saw Blake and another young person breaking into cars.
Jason Lewis, he had no right. He had no right.
Lewis has been charged with second-degree murder. Yet a lawyer told the Lewis act Lewis fired at him from his courtyard. I'm sorry. Please don't. No, I'm a kid. I'm only 12.
Devastated. I was devastated. That hurt me to the core. When I heard that yesterday, broke me.
He had 2 younger sisters and a younger brother. His mother became emotional as she spoke about not having Karan in the home anymore.
He was the man of the house. That's who helped me. And he took him from me.
He was a man of a house at 13 years old, out at 3, 4 in the morning, breaking in cars. You heard it, Death Racer. Let me run it back. Let me run it back for y'all.
She spoke about not home anymore.
He was the man of the house. That's who helped me. And he took him from me.
In Dark Saves, News 4.
I didn't think it was gonna be so accurate today, y'all, and be able to use it, but
This is crazy, baby. This is crazy.
it's crazy. Yeah. I know it's gonna be hard, man. I know everybody's gonna tell you something wrong with you. You think you too good. You think you better. You think you this. And I say stand in it and say, oh, yes, fuck. I do. Not a matter of fact, I think I know. I've never taken the life of another black person. I've never robbed another black person. I've never plotted and schemed to rob or kill or maim or another black person. I'm a grown ass adult, man or woman. I'm not out here motherfucking in the streets, on the corner, sliding, riding, you know. Got the blicky with the sticky. No, I'm not doing none of that shit. Living my life, raising my children, being a positive influence to society, my community, being the most importantly of any and everything else. And again, man, shout out to the brothers in this sector, being a representation of what a black man should be. That's far, far, far too underrated, bro. Nowadays, underrated as fuck. You being a hard-working black man, law-abiding citizen, father, or mentor, asset to society, to your community, brother, that's worth more than its weight in gold. Oh, you're on the internet talking shit about black women. No, I'm not on the internet just talking shit about black women. Again, like I told you, I can give you, both sides of it. It's just the fact of the matter that we're so fucking, blue pill mindset. And you're so fucking feminized as to where you give any criticism to a black woman as a black man. You hate them. You can't have sex with them. And it's something wrong with you. Your mama black. And okay. What does it have to do with the task or the subject matter at hand, sir or madam? What does it have to do with anything? Ozanika, see, Ozanika, you try. Ozanika, let it go. Looking back over the years, I think I shed some tears. Sold myself time and time again. This time I'm gonna win. I think you better let it go. Let it go, Ozanika. Let it go, baby. Let it go. Why are you defending this? Oh. Shout out to username _2, man. Reduce welfare assistance for single moms by choice. Listen, that's actually happening. Well, it's happening by force and by choice. Now, who showed me this? somebody covered this. Shout out to you. I can't think of who it was, but bro, you guys understand. A lot of people can't get Section 8 assistance anymore. Section 8 is not keeping up with the current housing market, and not just that. This is what people are using as an excuse. In certain places, in certain areas, the Section 8 isn't keeping up with the housing market, and furthermore, bro, it's just too much risk in that shit. It is. JC, we trying to help it, bro. We trying to help her, JC. JC, we trying to help her, fam. We trying to help her. All right. Shout out to JC. Yeah. Most of the people, Ozanika, that want to put that knapsack and get the motherfucking Incredible Hulk music going. Yeah. Most kids that want to be the Incredible Hulk at the end of the show, Ozanika, come from single parent homes, especially young black girls. You know, the young black girls that turn or get targeted by human traffickers and get involved in the fucking, you know, sex industry and stuff like that or whatnot, what have you. They mostly come from single parent homes. They're protect sisterhood at all costs. Yeah, man, Harambe again, man. But you know what? We're gonna give Ozanika a chance, and anybody else that wants to come up here and speak your piece, man. What's your opinion on this? What do black people need to do? How do we move forward from this? How do we keep these horrible situations not completely and totally happening at all? That would be impossible. That'd be unrealistic to make that claim, right? But how do we keep it from happening as often as it does? How do we get away from this just being an everyday thing and nobody really care, and you know, you're not even being anything talked about, right? Because it's just what niggas do nowadays. Niggas are the modern day serial killers, man. Sorry. Can't say, oh man, that's white folk shit no more. You can't do it, man. Niggas out here got more bodies than a mortuary and a Chinese phone book. I'm telling you. Crazy, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy. Oh. Negative. The issue is black men stop getting Keisha pregnant. Ozanika, you think what you say sounds good, but it doesn't, because Ozanika, is way more black women pregnant than black men. Ozanika, by a lot, Ozanika. So that means these women are choosing the same black men to have babies by. Well, shout out to my man G Dizzle in the building. What's up with you, bro? Go ahead. You real low, fam. Real low. You good now? Yeah, perfect now. Go ahead.
Yeah, what up though, man?
You got it, bro.
So, hey, I was when I made that comment earlier, I had to click off because I had to go do a consultation, but so I missed about 40 minutes. But you were saying, what's the solution? Is that what you was just saying? Because I just tuned back in.
Yeah.
So in the words of the great YouTuber Akatunde Nation, Ak Nation News, there are no solutions, nigga. You can't fix this. There ain't enough IT programs. There ain't enough midnight basketball. There ain't enough Big Brother programs. You can't fix it, bro. And listen, I was for the longest one of these dudes who thought there has to be a way to deal with the Negro mindset. Nah, nigga, some of this shit is just hardwired into the DNA, and you can't fix it. I don't know what you could do, because old buddy that shot up them people, that's my home. I just found out yesterday that's my homeboy's cousin, right? Because the shooting happened. It actually happened literally like 2 blocks over from where my grandma used to live, right? And as a matter of fact, you remember that singer? What's that singer name? Sammy.
Yeah.
His mama just went to jail for shooting somebody, right?
Yeah, his mama just got a murder charge, right?
Well, Sammy went to high school with my brothers, right? But Sammy, where his mama was shooting, that street she got caught shooting on was the next street over. And shout out to my man Akatunde Nation News, right?
Hey man, shout out to motherfucking Ak Nation, man. I fuck with Ak Nation, bro. Hey, we got a celebrity in the building, man. Shout out to Ak, man.
Ak is the greatest news YouTuber out there. So if y'all ain't fucking with him, y'all need to fuck with him.
Yeah, bro. Y'all definitely slipping, bro.
Nah, so that dude, like I say, he's related. He's the cousin of my homeboy. He's his younger cousin. So I don't know if you went over did you go over the events of how all this unfolded?
Yeah. like just random. So the first chick he got a ride. He caught a ride for somebody.
Yep.
Riding in the car, riding along as a passenger. He just, hey, I need a ride somewhere, la la la. Driving along, bow, shoot old girl in the head, hop out the car running, leaves the scene, runs off, comes back when they're doing the news coverage of it, right? And then shoots the two white people. I know at least one of them white, killed one, and then the other one got shot. Now both of them was white because the dude in the hospital bed was white. Shoots those two dudes from the news crew, runs from that, runs up in the house of the family, you know what I'm saying? The girl and the mom, shoots the girl and the mom, kills the girl, you know what I'm saying? And then he runs off and they somehow run into him along the time in the neighborhood and finally bring him down, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I'm extremely familiar with the area because, matter of fact, I was telling my wife, I'm like, damn, I wonder if this little nigga used to go to my barbershop because my barbershop is along that same street. I always got to travel up and down that street. I go to one of these hood ass barbershops because them niggas cut hair like a motherfucker. But I was thinking, I was like, damn, I wonder if this one of the little niggas I be seeing up in my barbershop. But anyways, when it comes to these youngins, man, like I say, I've been trying to figure out a solution for these little hood niggas. Like I say, when I see niggas out there in skinny jeans and dreadlocks, nigga, I cross the street like old white people. I stay away from these motherfuckers, man.
Oh yeah, almost that.
I gotta tell my, because down here where I be telling my wife, I'm like, you gotta be careful because niggas down in my city, everybody thinks, oh, you live in Orlando, it's Disney World, it's all peaches and cream. Yeah, we got.
Are you in Orlando?
Yeah, man, I'm down here. It's some
okay.
Niggas that live down here, bro. You got niggas that be following niggas home from the mall because they see you carrying certain Gucci bags or Louis bags, and they'll pull up on you, follow you. As a matter of fact, you had some nigga, he was going around putting air tags on people's cars, follow them to the house, hop out the whip, and be robbing niggas as they pulling up in their driveway. Like,
wow.
Yeah, niggas is, yeah. So when you niggas are out there, y'all got to be careful. I tell my wife, don't be fucking around playing no games. Keep your head on the swivel at all times because these niggas is crazy shit. But yeah, that's very unfortunate. Like I say, I spoke to my homeboy. He was like, ever since he was a youngin', that dude was a youngin'. He's been like off his rocker. He said he was a kid. He stuck his finger in an electric socket and shocked himself. And he was like, that nigga ain't been right ever since. You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, bro, it's crazy.
Hey, shout out to E-Man that too. Listen, man, hey, be careful too, bro. Listen, this was going on in Atlanta, right? For a minute. When they was doing the carjackings right after the what's the name was over, the lockdown was over. So they would hit motherfuckers with a little fender bender, and of course they were targeting goddamn, Hellcats and Scat Packs and Benz or whatever, expensive cars. Motherfuckers that had, oh nigga, you hit my shit. La, la, la. Yeah, I hit your shit, nigga. Now I'm taking your shit.
Yeah.
Run it. So hey man, be aware, dog. Again, bro, this is everything. All these stories and shit you heard about people talking about like Compton and Watts and all these real bad neighborhoods and shit, bro. This shit is spreading out a whole lot more to everywhere, widespread, dog. You gotta be careful.
As the economy gets worse, this shit just gonna get worse. It's just
we told them this, bro. Part of C. We talk the wolves. Listen, bro. The wolves are out. Not the winter. Winter is here, and the wolves are out, bro. It's only gonna get worse and worse and worse. We keep telling y'all this shit, bro. Telling y'all.
I want to say something now. Like I said, I got to big up Akatune Nation, man. I'm telling you that's my nigga right there, right? But Ak is the first person that said I think he said this before the pandemic or right after it. He was like, we're gonna start seeing an uptick of niggas out here just killing random people just for the fuck of it. Like there's no rhyme or reason. They're just doing it. You know what I'm saying? And so I think we're gonna probably start seeing more and more. Because everybody's like, oh, it's all these white boys out here. Shit.
Yeah, white boys ain't got shit on these niggas. Like I said, bro, niggas can't even claim that white people are the serial killers no more, bro.
No,
you can't even claim that no more.
It's unfortunate. Like as far as like in the show title, you mentioned Chronicles of Judah. How much of this do you think is like on a spiritual level? I don't know where you at, like as far as like biblically and your beliefs.
Bro, it's definitely got a part. That's definitely got to play out. I said, bro, these people.
So there ain't really no fixing this. This shit just got to play out.
Yeah, it really real shit. That's what I'm saying.
It just got to play out, and
That's why I'm telling you, be ready. That's why, listen, you can do it. The only thing you do is your part. Your part is, like I said, protect you, protect the people around you, tell as many people as you can possibly tell.
Do better.
And like you said, bro, that being aware, bro, I'm telling you, just be aware, dog. Because, bro, when I tell you, bro, put a 1 in the chat if you ever been in a situation where it's like, damn, I just left from there. And then you hear the fucking shit on the news. motherfucker done got shot up or some crazy shit didn't happen or whatnot, what have you. Like, yeah, bro, this shit crazy. But yeah, it's on you, Party C, man. Whatever you got, bro. It's on you, brother.
Man, yeah. No, just enjoying the show. You know, I appreciate the topic. I saw how the conversation was almost kind of going. I know you try to stay away from the beating up on the ladies topic.
Yeah, man.
It's all connected though. It's all connected.
No, you're right.
It's all connected. You can't
but,
just speak on one without touching on the other, because that's a big part of the gremlins that's running around out here. You know, that single mother household shit. And you know, I kind of feel like we're heading in the right direction. Something happened, in my opinion, spiritually after the pandemic, you know, and it's almost like, you know, I mean, you want to call it red pill, whatever, you know, or truth, or, you know what I'm saying, woke, or whatever you want, whatever word you want to put on it. But people are like, I feel like it's just like the veil has been pulled back on a lot of shit.
Oh, yeah.
On a lot of shit. And people are just like, you know, like queuing in on stats and figures. And now it's just like a lot of the behaviors that have been just passively accepted for decades is people are starting to queue in because people are starting to get uncomfortable. And you know, this might be like a little bit of a replay of the 70s. I was born in New York in the early 80s, and you know, my dad, he never used to let us go outside, you know, and I didn't know why, but like in hindsight, like if I Google like Brooklyn 1982, like it looked like a damn like a atomic bomb was dropped on that bitch. You like Google like the Bronx in the 70s, it was just burnt out buildings, just looking like how Detroit looks right now. And as the economy just progressively gets worse, because it's part of the cycle, is just certain areas are just going to get dilapidated, and you know, it's not going to be as many jobs. You know, I feel like we about to go into like some type of a low-key depression.
It is depression.
You know, when that economy drops, when that damn Dow Jones is going to take a dump, when that just dumps,
Dow just dropped 300 points today, and
it's going to dump hard.
Yeah, and what's happening, and people don't understand and realize, and we, again, something y'all niggas don't give us credit for. We talk about here. We talk about the economy. We was talking about all this shit before the pandemic, but before the pandemic, when the pandemic happened, all this stuff, warning people and letting them know, look, bro, y'all out here spending all this bread, you balling out with your stimulus check, and you know, eventually, bro, this shit has to fucking fall. If you know anything about the economy, right, it's been up and up and up and up and up. You had for quantitative easing. Fucking 0% interest rate. That shit never lasts forever, can't last forever, and you're carrying on. The most important thing we said, and I didn't hear many other people talk about other than here, was look, bro, we never even got over the fucking not depression, but the fucking recession of 2008. All they did was fucking start the QE and roll this shit over, whatever.
Started printing money.
Exactly. Start printing money, and now, bro, we're at what, $30-some trillion fucking deficit or whatever the fuck it is. I don't even know. Some crazy ass shit.
It's not sustainable, bro.
Yeah. So again, if you understand anything about the economy, bro, it's got to happen. It's just a cycle, like you said. But this one right here is going to be, you know, and you got the fourth turning going on, and you got fucking what technological evolution going on, where you got less jobs, AI and all this shit, people getting replaced, bro. People around here clueless, dog. No idea. And like you said, bro, it's gonna be so many people lost. That's what I'm telling you too, man. It's not just that, bro. Get yourself ready, prepare, make yourself as fucking valuable, make yourself as versatile, make yourself as non-fucking, you know, I say what would I want to say? What's the word I want to say?
Try not to stand out.
But yeah, it's possible, bro. I'm just telling you, make yourself from a business standpoint, from a job standpoint, make yourself as marketable as possible, and make it to yourself where you just can't be replaced by a fucking machine, dog. Because we're already in it. It's like I said, they're just holding it back for whatever reason. The you know, and the little bit that's left and whatever. Go ahead, bro.
Make yourself essential.
Yeah, essential.
Yeah, well, I know that's probably not what you're going for, but that's what I came up with. So shit.
That's cool. That work.
What's up, everybody? Yeah, I mean, you talk about spiritual awakening, man. This is the dark side of the force right here, man. You seeing people get demonic. That's what you're starting to see. Like certain things, like again, the dudes are just gonna enter into chaos because they just don't look. And I'm not justifying nothing that y'all were talking about that happened at all. Because my thing is, this is how the crime bill happened. This goofy shit. See, what people don't talk about with the crime bill is there was a lot of black people pushing the crime bill too. There's a reason why all of these politicians that are like old now, like Bernie Sanders, Biden, and all of that, Bill Clinton, why that was popular at the time. Because a lot of black folks were absolutely tired. You're talking about all the way back to the 70s. And that was before the crack era. That was when heroin and stuff was live and exploitation stuff. Then the crack era happened. So by the time you got to like 92, 93, they was like, yo, you ain't killing. Because remember, motherfuckers were just getting beat up. They ain't killing them. You locking them up. They need to all go. And then it was everybody with the drug, in the drug trade, which is how it happened. And create that climate. So what people think that stuff, I'm not justifying her. I'm just saying people think that stuff came out of nowhere and they said we're gonna lock you. No, it was stuff that led to that situation at that time. It doesn't get talked about as much, and it cycles. And a lot of these dudes, what they think is and dudes, women too, because women are big on the scamming. That's where they be the scamming and they can operate under the radar because the law is always really focused on the men, even though the law is starting to turn their eyes on them too. Even white, like if they start wilding out too much, like they're not immune to it. But what these dudes think is they think they're going to create a chaotic environment where it's going to be constantly Grand Theft Auto with 4 stars. And it's like, that's not what's going to happen. What's going to happen is they're going to load up these police to just basically control, alt, and delete the situation. And then they know that's going to affect more people other than others, but it is what it is. The folks that are good are going to be separated. And so what you're starting to see is to what the other dude was talking about is more of a separation. You're starting to see is more of a separation with class. People are starting to be a little bit more vocal, even women. Because, in Fantastic, when you first came up in here, it wasn't that many women being really vocal about certain stuff. Now on TikTok, you see more women getting vocal about disagreeing with certain things where they disagree and trying to say, hey, I'm not necessarily with them on this, because a lot of women, it's going to be, remember I said, it's going to be musical chairs. And that music is starting to fade out. This is why the passport bros is irking people so much. It ain't that many niggas traveling. It really ain't. But at the end of the day, just the idea of that is like unnerving people because they're thinking, oh, I'm not going to be able to just show a little leg and show this and then find a stepdad or find a simp. So people are desperate. And when they're desperate, crazy shit happens. And not only that, these corporations have mentally screwed up so many people. It's actually the R word I want to use, but I'm not going to, it's your channel. But they have screwed up people. They basically put people's brains in a blender and just had that shit running for years now. And now you have like literally a whole generation that is just gone.
Gone.
That's the only way you can describe
it. Hey, what fan? I agree with bro was saying, but in the 80s, materialism hit the black man like nothing else because if everybody put some logic to it, black people we've always had a thing about being acceptable, about not having because we come from backgrounds of poverty. But in the 80s, whether it was the Jordans, the certain other fly clothes, materialism pushes folks at a young age of 12 to 19, 20 to say, I'm gonna do whatever I want to get that new pair of Jordans or All Stars when they were still popular. And that was pushing out rock, whatever, not knowing that was part of the game. And then you end up getting caught up and stuff like that. Whether you get killed, locked up, get a record, whatever, messes your life up, But point being is the women pushed it because they wanted to go out with the dope boys. They didn't want to go with the dude. They didn't want to go with what was the McDonald's commercial with old boy? He got his job. They didn't want to go with Calvin. They didn't want Calvin. Let's keep it a buck. Calvin was the square because he didn't want to take the bulls by the horn and go out there and sell rock, heroin, whatever, and risk his life. And women would say, oh, he's a safe dude. I don't want him. Yeah, you know why? Because Calvin right now is about 40-some years old or 50 right now. Probably owns 1 or 2 McDonald's. Yeah. Got 2 or 3 kids in college, married, stuff like that. But that lifestyle was boring.
But here's the thing. There's a thing that I hear what you're saying, and this isn't at you directly, but this is because I've heard this. So this is how I want to respond to that. I'm gonna say everything you saying. I'm gonna lay it there. I'm not even arguing with nothing you just said. Here's my thing though. I don't want to hear shit about guilt. I don't want to. I'm talking about to anybody that will put that out there because there's a lot of people. I would argue most people buy into what you're saying, and you're basically just saying this is how it was. This is the mindset back then. I get that, but they'll leave it there. So my thing is, with dudes, let's say Calvin owns 2 or 3, maybe not houses, maybe a McDonald's. He owns 2 or 3 houses. You know, he renting them out and stuff like that. And then Calvin's a coon because Calvin don't rent the black people on the low because maybe one dude and a chick, a homosexual and chick.
But this thing, but I'm gonna get to the point right here.
All I'm saying is that's the first part, and that's cool. But see, when these people get older and that fast money stops, they in jail, the stuff is done. Now people are looking for something. Now you got 2 groups of people. You got people that it is what it is, and they own their stuff, and they make it happen how they make it happen, and they accept that this is the game they played, and this is the aftermath. I'm talking about the women too. And you know, that is what they is. And usually when you're hearing them, they usually got a little bit more common sense about stuff, older women. And you know, then you got the folks that they want to be mad at the world because they want to justify why they did. And now that they're losing on the back end of that, because let's just say they didn't hold the money, they weren't like Freeway Ricky Ross, but they had money and they had a name or anything like that. Now they mad and they expect somebody to come and save them. Or whether it's them or whether it's chicks. Because really, I'm talking about the chicks. Usually dudes will hold it, but it's the chicks that'll then create this guilt complex. So this is my point.
That accountability, we all know this. I'm gonna get to the point right quick. Women don't hold accountability, so I'm not gonna worry about no female. But the point being it is, the classism in the black culture is like this. You got black folks, you got Regents. Regents is backwards. Yeah, figure it out. So when I come across a Regent, I'm quick to say, get away from me. Don't. You be young up to about 21, 22, maybe 24. If you don't decide to join the military, go to college, or get you a skilled trade job, you out here still gonna try to push your life as though you seen the rap videos and stuff like that. You're a Regent. Because realize you are falling for the for the plan for you to be incarcerated or dead by the time if you make it past 25 to 28. Simple and plain. Let's cut the bullshit.
Yeah, but here's the thing though, man. The thing is, you charge it's this manhood. Oh yeah, man, women are not accountable. Dude, there's a cost to that. Like you make it sound, but hold on. But when you look at tax dollars, when you look like all this crime we talking about, a lot of these niggas, these are not incels doing this shit. A lot of these dudes are out here fucking. They out here got kids. They out here reproducing.
And that's why.
So we make this argument. I'm not saying that. Well, hold on. What I'm saying is that's a recipe for an underclass. So when we say, the women just be out here doing what they doing, and that is what it is. This is where dudes be like, F everything. F
and that's the thing. That's the thing of which you got to realize at the end of the day, going into the 70s, when the heroin thing from the Frank Lucases, the Frank Matthews, and all the big dope boys. Let me finish my point. I'm gonna make a logical point. Is they saw the black family rate, and they said we got to change this shit. How do we change this shit? 2 ways. We'll tell the black man here, take this bag of dope and be your own man, and you don't have to work a job at GM or Ford for 8 hours a day, 10 hours a day. Take the bulls by the horn and get trapped. You didn't know it. And the women, hey, we'll give you all these social benefits. You don't have to live with Larry and him whooping on you and telling you what to do. You can, and you can have as many kids as you want. We'll give you more money, and not knowing they're gonna raise little bastards to be gremlins who eventually, when they get older, are gonna be the ones you gotta carry your piece of, worrying about them robbing you at the damn gas station when you go to try to get you something, at the damn convenience store. Point being, it was a plan. It was a goddamn plan. People fell for the bait.
Let me hop in real quick. Hold on, Ed, real quick. Shout out to Ozanika for the 20 ball. Thank you, ma'am. I greatly appreciate you contributing to the stream tonight. And shout out to my man Sir Tice, man. A1 Day 1 in the building with the 10 on the cash out, man. Greatly appreciate you, man. Y'all was talking about them 70s, man. So I had to go ahead, hey, man, this ain't no motherfucking weed.
This ain't no weed, Ray. And we ain't snorting no bitch. This is boy.
Boy, it's that
Yes,
boy.
sir. Yes. Yo, fan, I was 12 when that movie came out in '95. I was 12 going on 13. That opened my mind. You know, we had the Italians pulled in and said, we're going to flood the fucking community with dope. Because the dude, remember the guy that played Ezel? That's how it really is. It's that one week. That's that one legend. All it takes is 1 week link to be selfish about, I'm going to be rich and famous and fuck up the whole community at their expense. Not knowing that's the plan. I'll give you the money. I'll make you rich. You one motherfucker, I'll make you rich. If you can kill thousands. Yeah, you have the big house.
And you know what's crazy? And KP, let me say this real quick. One of the biggest things that I hate the term that they start using was they said drug is a victimless crime. They're saying that now, knowing the detriment that drugs did to the black community exclusively, street drugs or whatever. Bro, to say that shit's a victimless crime, bro, when like, bro, if you ever seen somebody that's strung out, dog, and just an addict,
Nigga, that ain't even true for prescription drugs.
I'm saying, but it was
No, I know. I'm talking about for anybody that would say that. Yeah.
They weren't locking people up for the prescription shit. They was locking niggas up for the street level shit. You know what I'm saying? But you know,
just like with fentanyl now, they're not locking them up, even though they wouldn't say fentanyl is a I mean, it's because I know what channel I'm on, but
no. You know,
that's because they white.
They give motherfuckers.
Hold on, Ed. That's a good point. What do you mean? What channel you on that you can't say? What were you gonna inject there? I would love to hear.
What I was saying is, we don't like to use race. We're not going to do that. But what I will say straight up is when I'm not using racism as like, oh, well, the black man's down because the man. But one of the most clearest hypocrisies is how crack cocaine was handled. We're not even going to talk about the global part of it, where that money was funded for other stuff. But what we're talking about now is the fact that white folks are strung out on fentanyl. And by the way, that's tied in to a lot of the prescription drugs as well.
It ain't just.
Yes, I know it's not just that. But my point, and I'm only keeping it to this point, is that white folks are not locked down. White folks that are on fentanyl are not locked up like black men that were on crack.
So Ed. I'm gonna, and by the way, shout out to everybody Friday on all this. Ed, you know, we brothers and all this. All right, so let's compare the violence for the. No, I'm playing devil's advocate also, but let's compare the violence of the crack era versus the so-called fentanyl. What's the eye drug again? I can't think of it. Not fentanyl. What is the eye drug? Or it starts with an I.
I'm a square. I don't know a lot about drugs.
No, ibuprofen, not ibuprofen. Oh my God, I can't think of the main drug that Pfizer and Moderna and all of them, that started the whole the legal.
I don't know. Let's just say drug I.
No, legal heroin.
Oxycontin. You talking about that was Oxycontin.
Oxycontin. Okay, I said Oxycontin. Let's compare what happened to the so-called white community and Oxycontin versus the crack era. See, here's where I reject that argument of the Nicaraguans and the CIA, they dumped it all in the community. That is true. I'll acknowledge that. Granted, guess what? We didn't have to go up there, rock it up, and distribute it.
Exactly.
Where is that responsibility there, okay? And that's the thing that we don't want to face. And we want to make every goddamn thing, not literally, but I'm just saying this because, Ed, respect to you, but you love to bring white supremacy into every fucking argument damn near. And some arguments, it's not about that.
That's not what I'm known for. Hold on, dude. Calm down. Because what you doing is trying to blow this up.
Hold on, but both of y'all niggas have to hold on because we got to get Wizard X in here, man.
Trying to pull a grenade.
All right.
Y'all put a pin in that, and let's hop to Wizard X. Then we'll come back to y'all. Go ahead, Wizard X. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I was having sound issues earlier. I just wanted to say that it's not only the young men that we have to worry about; it's also young women. I posted a link earlier regarding 2 young women carjacking a Uber driver, and basically, I think I saw the actual video, but they had gotten into a car crash where the man basically slammed against the wall and died. But it's not only the young men we have to worry about; it's also the young women, because they're committing more violent crimes and they're participating in such behavior that's
I
quite
swear y'all
concerning.
niggas be. Hold on, man. I swear y'all niggas be in my motherfucking email or something. Y'all niggas got me hacked because I'm actually got a stream coming up for women are becoming more violent. Y'all be in for that stream. Y'all, that's gonna be a banger, dog. Because, bro, the violent crimes that women are committing, especially against their own children, bro, it is getting crazy out here. Like for real, for real. Women are worse than in some cases, man. In some cases and places, women are more violent than the men. But continue, brother. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, I agree with you, especially like with like like what's going on with the media, where they're trying to promote, I guess, the masculinization of women. We're going to see more violent crimes done by women, so we have to just be just as careful, because now or sooner or later we're going to see some sort of like horrific crime that's being done by a woman, and it's going to be shocking. That's all.
Like we're
Thank you
already
for
there. I mean, you've seen women kill their children. I'm talking white women too, and then black men, and then men want to make excuses for that shit.
Not true. I'm saying on other people, like carjacking, shooting, murders, and whatnot. Now, just on random
Yeah, women
citizens.
scam all the time, but it's not seen. It's not the thing. You're absolutely correct, and it's actually worse when women do it because women are not like. I'll give you a perfect example. There's a Pink Book Lessons talked about this. There was a chick that literally got a dude like her. It was a dude that played college football, and then she was dating him, but her ex-boyfriend was her ex-boyfriend. She literally got the dude who was playing college football to basically literally rob her ex-boyfriend at gunpoint. And then she turned around and went to the cops first and got a deal made.
So the main point here is what has caused women in the last 50 years to have this type of mentality where back in the day this would be unheard of. What would cause women to be I'm not gonna say masculine.
Comfort.
Straight up savage. What would turn a female, not even 30 years old yet, to become a savage in a way of which she just does all these crazy things where you like setting up a dude.
Young guys.
You know what I'm saying?
I have a brief
Women are
answer. I have a brief answer. It goes to fan. You, as you say, you hate God, motherfuckers, and all this, whatever. Man, it's a lack of morals, man. I know we don't want to hear that shit. We hate it, but we read stories every day on Facebook. Every time it's some, oh, she met him on an app, some thirsty ass, green ass dude or whatever, right? And boom, he walks into this. It's almost normalized or whatever. And to where what Ed was just saying, they're criticizing the men. Oh, you should have known that. You shouldn't have been so green to do that, So I think it's just.
It's not a lack of morals as much as it's a lack of concept.
And let me say this. Let me put my point on this. The reason I say lack of morals, to whereas women we tend to associate with being more compassionate, to whereas they got that rugged mentality, like fuck them, he's a lick and all that. That's what I was saying. Go ahead, Ed.
Yeah, no, it's not so much. I'm not saying that's not.
Let me read the money real quick. Shout out to G Dizzle for the $9.99. Crazy, appreciate you, brother, for the 10 ball. After y'all done about these crazy nakers, go sub to my tech channel to begin a career in IT, man. Hey, it's a wonderful way for you guys to advance yourself and make yourself more versatile and marketable out here, man. G Dizzle, man, hit his link, or not necessarily you. Hey, man, if you got a young nephew or even a young daughter or niece, whatever, son, whoever, a young person, bro, that's needs something extra in their toolbox. Shout out to him, man. Black brother, proven results and out here helping brothers, improve their chances out here in entrepreneurship and in corporate America. Shout out to G Dizzle in the building, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's not so much of a lack of morals. That's a factor. But to me, I think it's more of a lack of consequences. I've always said that you cannot unspoil a child in the same environment they've been spoiled in. And what women in general, but black women in particular, have been allowed to do is they've been able to percolate for 30, 40 years. And the materialism, the crack, a lot of this is the remnant of the crack era. Like I was born in 86. So what you see now, like a lot of these mofos are crack babies. A lot of these mofos are slow, IQ to crack. Like nobody never examined that damage And you combine that with the internet and all of that. So yeah, that's what, it ain't about blaming nobody. I'm just talking about one environment to it. That's what that is. But it's the lack of consequences. Folks have been able to get away with a lot of shit as long as you're doing it to other black people, whether it's black men or black women. You're not really checked as hard as viciously. That's if it makes it to court that you would be checked if you did that to another group. And so this is why even with black men, you know, certain people are willing to speak on stuff when it comes to black men, but they won't speak on it when it comes to other groups because it's that chip in them that knows you're gonna get a different response from another group as a group. Now, I'm not saying dudes are afraid of mofos one-on-one, but they don't have a problem with teaming up on you because they don't see it, they don't believe in doing a fair thing. So with women haven't been checked. And I'm talking about by society at large. It's to the point now where white women are starting to get off the chain.
Yeah, and that was pretty much the plan. How do you destroy the black community? It was by the woman. They it was funny as shit, but
that's been the plan since the beginning.
Ever since. I'll give you a little side story here. I dated a professional chick, UVA chick, PWI, masters and all that shit, right? Your typical modern woman, right? Long story short, she has her own house about maybe a half mile down. There's a housing, apartment. They tore down the old projects, put a nice little housing, but they still got the same folks. They stayed in the projects, living in the housing community. So I'm coming back, pick something up late at night, about 9:30, 10 o'clock. See them kids outside the street. I tell her about that. We're in the living room talking. I said, yeah, it's because of I use the quote-unquote the term queeters, having babies and stuff like that by 3 or 4. She says, you shouldn't say that. You shouldn't say it. I said, why not? She's 40. Let me remind you. Never had no kids. She got a good career job. I said, why you say that? She said, because they didn't have the circumstances to no right to do better. I said, come on now. Don't give me that shit.
That's that.
I said, hey, I'm going to lie to you not. I lost complete attraction. And I said, what? What are you talking about? She said, their circumstance. I said, look, they had a choice. The mama at 14 to 18 had a choice. But she went for the fast thrill. She went for the feeling of, oh, this guy's making me feel excited and stuff. Not knowing he just wanted to get the panty draws. Now you with a baby by 16, 17, and you stuck. Now you have another one at 19, 20. Now you're living up in that public housing, stuck. That's her choice.
But they can't even make, and see the thing about it is the Xers, when it comes to government assistance, the Xers literally start from 18 all the way to 65. The millennial generation and definitely the Z generation, they don't have access. No, I hear what you're saying, but I'm saying now it's a lot worse because they don't have access to all of that like they used to. They don't have like because of the real estate prices, and that's not changing for the rental places because people are constantly moving. People are not accepting Section 8. Section 8 used to be a hustle for the owners.
You're seeing a big story about it's right again about people not accepting Section 8. But let me add
exactly.
This.
Thank you.
Let me add this because brother who just spoke, and I don't know your name, but you just dropped some bombs. So let me just help your bombs.
Yeah.
There's limited consequences on women's actions, and this is where the political part gets into play. All these Soros-sponsored prosecutors, it's a victimless crime, as y'all said earlier. They were only shoplifting because they couldn't eat. You're shoplifting Gucci bags or whatever. Well, they're like, they can sell those or flip those more than they can do
shoplifting today, loot tomorrow.
Right.
So
So what I'm saying is that most of these people, when you look at them, and this is why you gotta sometimes look under the statistics, they're like, more black people get this than this. Well, okay, how many of them had previous convictions? Oh, this person had a rap sheet, shoplifting, armed robbery, strong robbery, and all this. And I'm not making this all just about black people. I'm just saying, looking at the individual's rap sheet. But we like, those are victimless crimes. These people know, the repercussion ain't gonna be nothing, which ties to the brother's point. What's the repercussion on their actions? They just gonna book me in. I'm gonna see some people I know, probably reconnect with some people to get better scams, and they're gonna rinse and repeat. Then they're gonna try to step it up, and then when they get smoked, then it's gonna be, why they do this to us? And that's
Well,
one
everybody
part of the
don't blow
problem.
everything like that doesn't blow up. And with dudes, it is slightly a different mindset because with dudes, it's not. No, I get with repercussions because they know repercussions are going to eventually come. You can't be a black man and not know
One second,
eventually. Hold on. But what? Hold on.
No,
But
I'm
what I'm gonna
asking.
say,
You said
dude, you
you said
cut me
females.
off.
No,
Hold
I'm cutting
on.
you off because you cut me off.
Hold on. I ain't
Ed,
even
I
break
wasn't
me off.
finished. Ed, I wasn't finished, so you cut me off. But I'm saying, you're saying that females don't think that repercussions exist? Go ahead.
No, not in the same way. The difference is that that's why they always act surprised. That's why they always act extra surprised when something actually happens. If you ever seen a chick go to court and that court don't go her way, shit.
But you
But
said the key
anyway,
word,
hold
Ed.
on.
You said the key
You
word.
again, what I'm saying is dudes have a nothing to lose mentality. So what it is, they know it's gonna come eventually. They just don't care. Women can be like that, but women do actually be believing that I'm a woman, so I'm gonna get off light. They be think about it. With the story I just told, that's why women be so cool with snitching when they know they were heavily involved. I'm gonna keep it real with you. A lot of the scams now be women running the dudes, and then because the police will make a deal with the woman to get the dude. You know, that's
I'm
how
gonna drop this
and so
bomb,
they
Ed.
start getting used to that shit.
I'm gonna drop this bomb, Ed, because you said a mouthful, and I agree with everything you said, actually. But you said act surprised. They're the greatest actors. I'll end on that. I gotta
Yeah, but
walk into this spot.
they be surprised.
So
Like a
I'm saying,
lot
in
of
other
them,
words,
they
they
do
know
be
what the
legit
fuck
surprised.
they know exactly what the fuck they doing. They
Hey,
just act it out.
since the creation of
Appreciate you, Sir
IG, my bad. You go right ahead.
No,
my
you go ahead. I
fan.
was just telling him he was dropping out. Go ahead.
I was about to say, so since IG came about, the fact that you see the amount of likes on pics and stuff, like we know, we all know about the simp population. A woman should never be broke. A woman should never go starving, even if she has the education level of not even getting out of high school. If she has somewhat of a decent look, uh, she should always be able to survive out here because you got a lot of simps out here. So what you're saying about the guys are foolish and dumb, it's because a lot of guys out here are thirsty. They had a statistic showing that a lot of men, and that's why I always say about them saying about men creating a problem about single parenthood and all this and having out of wedlock babies. It's the women because they're going to the same tree and
Hold on,
picking the
Mr.
same fruit.
KP. I
Yeah.
probably beat you to it, brother, but I'm gonna give you the alley oop. I'll give you the credit for even say it, bro. There's a study that came out that said 60% of young men are not even in relationships with women somehow.
Yeah, and not even having sex neither over probably a year.
30% of men, 30% of young men aren't having sex at all, and they say 60% of men aren't young men. I didn't see what the parameters were they were saying, but I imagine they say under 30. I'd safe to say somewhere around the 25 age or whatever.
No, they talking about everybody. Like they that article BGS went through that article. The thing is, that article is really white. See, they getting scared because it's white men. See,
That's
you know,
we all know it ain't niggas. I know niggas is at the bottom of the list when it comes to
Yeah, exactly. And to give an example, and to give an example like this, no. Let me give an example like this. Yo, fan, tell me this ain't true. When you were in the Navy and you serving on the carrier, you had certain females that dealt with maybe about, say, you had 10 guys. They would deal with maybe at best 3 to 4 out of those guys. And I say about 10 out of those women would dealt with the same 3 or 4 guys. The other 6, they wouldn't deal with. They wouldn't deal with. Why? Because they said, oh, he doesn't have that draw. Even though they knew the other 4 guys were dealing with the same amount of the other girls in their group or somebody else they knew in their circle. They didn't care.
Women don't mind sharing penis, bro. That's why I said
exactly.
Like,
that goes for the
yeah, they absolutely do, but they absolutely don't. You're right, but see the issue is when you look at the economy and stuff, playing games like that don't work because here's the thing we talk about. Oh, it's not as many simps out there as it used to be. It's still a good amount, but it is not as plentiful as it used to be. And then here's another aspect of it too.
Only fans. That created by simps.
Every chick ain't balling on OnlyFans though.
No, but
like every chick ain't.
You got the fact you got all these sites in which guys are paying minimum per month out of their own checking account, whatever, about minimum, say $100 to $200. That's a light bill. But hey, Christina likes me. She showed me some. She showed me a click, showing me she pays attention to me. Those are the ones, the 30-some% who ain't getting no ads whatsoever. Those are the simps. That's feeding
Yes,
the
yes, but
market of
understand,
women out here saying, I don't have
but
to
here's
be
the
accountable
thing.
for my shit.
I understand that, but every woman is not out here. Every woman does not have. Here's the thing that doesn't get talked about. It's only like there's a white guy by the name of Spencer Cornelia. He and this other dude that he actually read the stats on it. He was on the lead attorneys thing a while ago when that shit popped off with somebody, I forget. But he's got like 500,000 subs. But the point is, it's only the people that make the top like 70% of all the OnlyFans money are in like the top 10% of the OnlyFans accounts. And then the people that make like the top like 1%, they account for like 40% of the OnlyFans money. So this idea, no, I get what you're saying about a light bill though. And that's why Instagram told these chicks you can't have Cash App directly on your description. But the thing about it is, a lot of these chicks on air, like, let's stop. Everybody ain't living no Sex in the City lifestyle. A lot of these chicks on air mattresses. But let me say this to close. They didn't say this to close at home. The issue now is these women, they go through money faster than fire goes through hay. That's another thing. They spend money on stupid stuff. Now, if these chicks had any kind of brain, like any kind of brains about them, then what you would say would actually be a lot more true, even in this environment, because they would be paying a light bill and stuff. These chicks be buying Beyonce tickets, homeless, leaving their kids and stuff. They just spend money like insanity. Like, you can have your toys and stuff, but they don't even know how to manage it right. So like women that were in the 90s,
the main trait of a female or feminine, is not say female but feminine, is instant gratification. Most men know how to go somewhere, sit and chill the fuck out. They don't need to be out and about. Most women today, not saying today, back in the day they were a little bit more reserved. Oh, I gotta go do something. That's why IG, yeah, exactly. IG has been shown that when people don't get a certain amount of likes, they go in depression mode. Oh, no one's looking at my page. You know?
Remember when they cut it off for a second?
Let me hop in real quick. I told y'all this. Remember, y'all heard it here first. I ain't heard nobody say shit other than me, bro. You will. I say by the end of the year, you will have adult content allowed on IG. I'm
Facts.
They're
But already trying to. Well, what they're doing now is they're doing the subscription thing where you can subscribe to people that set their price. Well, they might get liberal about it, but
hold on. Let me tell you why. Listen, first off, again, all of the social medias outside of YouTube have pretty much been brought to his knees by the whole Twitter files thing, and Elon Musk pretty much putting it out there. It's no longer a secret that all of these social media platforms were colluding with and working for United States government, okay, which in itself could be a major point for anybody that's trying to get him with the Section 230, right? Because once you start editing and you start gearing shit towards one way, you're no longer just a platform. You're like, what, an editorialist or some shit like that or whatever. You're a publisher. That's what it is. You're a publisher because you're determining what people get to hear and see, okay? So being that Twitter, Elon Musk pulled the fucking rug off of that, or the sheet off of it, and showed everybody the bullshit that was going on with Twitter. Well, we already know what's going on with IG and Facebook, but being that, you know, for you guys that don't know, IG and Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg owns IG, so it's the same company, just two separate branches, right? So what's happening, if you've seen this, and I just seen this recently, and I was like, what the fuck? It's super weird. Bro, I'm getting all these super spam accounts that's, you know, like women, you know, click my link, look at this, whatever, and like these fake fucking links of these, you know, these.
Yeah, but have a whole conversation with a fake ass.
Yeah, these people, these women.
I'm like, hold on, I'm talking to a bot.
Yeah, man. So I'm telling you, bro, trust me, believe me, bro. They're gonna open this up. They're gonna expand the fucking rules of IG or whatever, and I'm not necessarily say Facebook, because people I've already seen it on Facebook. People be talking about it on Facebook too. But they're going to expand it out to where you're going to be able to allow adult content on IG too. I don't know, just like they do with everything else or whatever, you know, hey, age restriction or some shit like that. But watch what I tell you.
Well, you'll be the first person I acknowledge when that happens, because that's what did Tumblr in. That they did that until somebody put up some child shit, and then now Tumblr lost, like, they went from like $400 million to like $3 million in valuation. So there's always limits to certain things, but I will acknowledge they're already trying to do the subscription thing where you can subscribe to somebody just like OnlyFans. That's like that. It's like just like how Twitter has like a version of that as well. Because I pay attention to those social media things when they make those. So it's a possibility. I haven't put a lot of thought into it, so I'll admit that. So I'm gonna just leave that out there, but I'll definitely acknowledge you said it if it went, if it happens. But again, like I want to say, all you see, because I'm gonna tell you something too. Passport Bros kind of told on a lot of chicks too, because if chicks had this endless supply of simps, and let's put a number on it, okay, give me a number to what you all think has, if you qualify for this, you would have an endless supply of simps. So we know 10s, we know 9s. I'm gonna ask y'all 8s.
Well, I'm saying
okay. I'm not arguing it. I'm just 7.
Yeah, 8, 9s, and dimes. They got it. Some 7s depending on what area she's in. But 8, 9s, and dimes.
7s with an ass. 7s with the body that these dudes like. We'll fit them in there too. Okay. What about 6s and 5s?
No, 6s and 5s don't cut it. I mean,
they still gotta work. Okay. Or they gotta really fit the niche.
It depends on what city you in too.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it depends if you get, but see, that's when we talk about a 6 with a body, and then so, but keep in mind, I said endless. So okay, 8s, 9s, and 10s endless. 7s, it depends. Okay, so the majority of women are like 5s and 6s, and a lot of them are really 4s or less. So that's what I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm saying that to be clear. If you're talking about women that are like 10s, 9s, 8s, or I'll even fit in their 7s, I'll even fit in their 6 with the type of archetype the dudes like.
But the archetype, you gotta remember, is of the dude, not of the female. Stanley, who's maybe had one girlfriend back in 7th grade. That's what I'm talking about. Like most women have this, the thermometer in their mind of determining if a man they come across is a dude that actually has, like the choosy term, or he's just a guy out here just hoping to get some ass. That could be the girl that's a 4 or 5. She come across a dude, Stanley, she's like, oh hell no, even though she's a 4 or 5. Because
what a man is willing to do, like dudes, come on, black dudes will be some of the biggest ones. This is why, when you said what you said about the incel thing, I agree, fantastic. When I got off, because black dudes be one of the main ones that'll fuck shit the other groups of men wouldn't mess with. They'll say, you know what, I'll hold it. So that's kind of what takes us out of it. But the thing is, even when a dude is doing that, they ain't got the same kind of leverage. Because here's the thing. Dudes are not that thirsty for badge that they're gonna fuck a 1, 2 through 4 like that, to the point where they will actually put in effort like they're dealing with a 7. What you're describing is like a 6. If a dude likes asses and she a 6 and her face ain't all that, but she got the ass dude, she can run that play. A 4 can't run that play.
The point being is, if the chicks are one you can smash on the first date, yeah, I get that. But what I'm saying is, even the 4 type women, if they come across a dude they can sense doesn't have a good amount of successful women, they'll play his ass, even though they're a 4. That's why I would say guys got to still be vigilant, even when they come across a female they don't think is very attractive. They still got to be on their game, because
but another thing too is it doesn't get considered is how much, and black women in particular, black women are not doing that. But yes, there are a lot of black women are not attracted to other groups. They want a brother. They want a dark skin, tall, that's what they want. Oh, cool. But there's a lot more than what gets talked about that they will throw that at any race, and they're not it's not the same qualifiers. So even then, it just depends. So
and that makes sense. And that makes sense to a degree, because from when I had this conversation with a person way back, they said that not all black women, but certain black women have where they still lean on their desires of, like I said, they share penis. They'll go with the guy that turns their faucet on, versus them making a logical decision of what does this guy possess to make my life better. They don't do that. It's like if he doesn't turn me on, I'm not dealing with him. Even though
the women back in the day were smarter. Like the women today are,
because circumstances were different back then, because the only other career choices they had was either being a teacher or nurse, or in the low end being a maid. Now with all these opportunities. I got my degree, my PhD.
Let's go back to the original point about
Yeah.
the reason why we get in this type of behavior in these times is because of the comfort on both female and male side, but more on the female side. They
Well, a lot of
comfortable.
that
They
is
do.
fake
When
comfort.
I travel outside of the country, like last June, I went outside of the country. I didn't see a rainbow flag. I didn't see a purple hair. I didn't see none of that shit. Everybody was just rocking, doing a normal, and it's like what's considered a third world country, but everyone was just kind of just getting along and just functioning like a society. I get back to the States, I pull up in damn Tampa airport, and I'm already like just getting that damn aggressive ass vibe of like it's in the air here in the United States, man. Until something catastrophic happens, this shit is not going to correct, because the only way for people to get correction is to get uncomfortable. And then
Well,
it's
no,
like
that's
everything is just
true.
going to
But
fall in line.
another thing too is that people keep talking about, because let's just keep it a buck. There's a lot of folks that look. Social studies was one of my favorite subjects. History is one of my favorite subjects. You got folks that they're talking from a place of ignorance that's so out of this world. Like when people say quote unquote third world, like if you're in the cities, like these cities are not that different. The third world you get when you get past, because these cities are commerce centers. And then another thing I'm gonna say, because I want to make it quick so y'all can let it y'all can rock. A lot of folks, black folks, but white folks too, they be in these redneck areas, but black folks are living in a third world existence in the United States.
Oh yeah.
Like if you're from Cabrini Green projects, or if you're from certain zones, you are living in third world existence. You just don't know it yet.
Yeah.
Like this, dudes be really out here thinking. People be really out here thinking these people are in the Stone Age. Like and then go ahead.
No, 100%. I was a truck driver for 5 years, and I done pulled up in some little small
Oh,
towns.
so you already know. You know better than I do. Some of these
God
crazy ass
damn.
towns. Go. And I'll tell anybody this: if you think I'm lying, and let's take black people out of it. There was a video I saw one time where it said top. I don't know how this got my feed, but it did. Top worst, the top 10 worst cities or towns in North Carolina. And yeah, some of them that where black people were came up, but it was some areas where you was like, God damn. It was like with white folks did. Type in any of that stuff, and you'll be like, and then compare. Oh, there's this channel. This like African dude, but it's on TikTok, and I need to share it because he'll show like literally. I don't know why he does this, and I don't really watch the channel like that, but it'll come across every once in a while. It shows the literally worst places in the United States. It shows like open air drug markets, open air, and in some of these cities, like this stuff, like it'll show like Skid Row and all. It's like,
San
God,
Francisco.
yeah, and I'm like, I'm in North Carolina, and everything's relatively new. I'm driving through NC State right now, and I'm like, oh, I remember when I went back to Chicago for the first time. Nigga, number one, my body got sick because I wasn't used to the fucking pollution anymore. And then the other thing is, I'm looking at a Jules and a fucking Sears that the store got closed down. That shit looked like it got bombed out. And so when you hear some of these dudes talk, I be like, y'all don't be understanding something. You go to some of these, not even some, pick a city, any city that's not in a war-torn area. And I've lived in like Manila for like 6 months. I'm not talking about I just went through it and they're like, no, I'm talking for real. These places got stuff just as good. The only difference, and sometimes a little bit better depending on where you go. Because America, truth be told, ain't up on everything like we should be. Our infrastructure has not had it spent on like it should. Now I'm all for military spending. But outside of military spending, the infrastructure needs to be put together too. It's shit other people got that we don't fucking got that we should have. So
we 80s baby. So like we grew up in that whole like American exceptionalism. You had Hulk Hogan, Top Gun, all that shit. So we still, like how BGS said, we got that chip in our head where we think America's like the shit. But really, America's kind of like already bent the curve on the way out.
But the thing is, and the sad part is, this is what angers me about that. It don't have to be that way. Like, really, it's like these college, look, I'm a capitalist, but I understand capitalism with a small C and capitalism with a big C. And the issue is you have a lot of these corporations that have got ever since Citizens United, they got away with a lot. And so what happens is these corporations are like multinational, global now, multinational. And so they don't have to be as loyal
care
to
about
the United States. So my point is, when you look at infrastructure and stuff like that, I'm not saying it's on some Democratic shit. It's like, I believe in American exceptionalism, but I also believe that we got to prove that exceptionalism. That exceptionalism, like with black people, like when you got Akon, doing that, fucking Afro beats, talking about, with all these white girls looking goofy as hell, by the way. Just Afro beats, but you got nothing but white women. I'm like, we around these white bitches, they ain't shit. I mean, we'll fuck them, but they ain't like, ooh. But my point is, how they want to shit on our music. Akon wouldn't even be famous if it wasn't for us. We put him on when all he was talking about getting locked up, experiences he didn't even have. But my point is, all these people want to throw this shade and all of this stuff. We have to prove our acceptance. This is one of the reasons why this gender shit annoys me as much as why I'm passionate about it. Because the reality is, if we're not going to be real with each other, we're going to get overrun by other groups. Now, me, I'm going to be all right. Because at the end of the day, I'm a network with people where we're like-minded. But I hate to see the group, and I ain't even just blaming the women. Let's take the women off the table. Because dude put it out there like, how did the women get this way? And I responded to consequences where black men fail. And this ain't me putting it on no generation, because every generation did it. Even though I do think the extra women are the worst generation of black women, I challenge somebody to prove me wrong on that. I'm open to debating that, but I think they're the worst generation so far. Even with millennials and Zs, I think they're the worst because they had the greatest access to welfare. But anyway, I digress. My point is, yeah, I think those are the worst ones. If you put a generation that's been on this soil, I'm talking about black women, I think they got the cake so far. I personally, but I'm open to be proven wrong. But my point is, black men have failed, and millennials do this as well, to enforce consequences. We should be creating a hostile dating environment for our women. What do I mean by hostile? I mean, our women literally are able to write the rules of dating, and men just go along with it. Like, men literally want a world, black men, I'm talking in particular, want a world where black women are choosing, they're the referees in the game. And it's like, how did that happen? This is why you hear dudes talk about, oh, I get chose, I get this, I get that. I can be broke, but I still get chose. They want it that way. And this is how dudes reinforce the gynocracy so they could, quote unquote, shine on another nigga. Now, you notice how they don't ever pull that shit on a white boy. Because a white boy can be lame as fuck and still get your bitch. But you want to shine on other dudes, and that's where we have to change. This is why you got dudes talking shit about passport bros. Because my thing is this: you allowed to say they goofy and lame if you think they are. But my thing is, if all these lame niggas leave and all of the lame, guess what? Let's say all passport bros are lames and simps. Let's just go with that. Okay, if all the lames and simps are leaving, what does that mean? That means these women don't have the lame and simp money to run to. And like they used to. So when women asking for all this crap, the money is not in there anymore. So that actually benefits the dudes that are already here, or the dudes that are that nigga. There'll be more of that nigga because that changes the market. That doesn't harm them. So my thing is, where is it? When I look at the dudes that critique passport bros, I'm looking at where is it that you're actually losing by all these niggas leaving? Like, where is it that actually affects you in a negative way?
Less competition. Like, okay.
Yeah, so now what I've come to realize is a lot of these dudes, I'm not saying every dude that does it, but homosexuality is a big deal in the black community. So if there's not money for these chicks to get money from another dude, there's not that that trickle down economy of dudes that be dicking bitches down to benefit off of that. See, now you got to be better if you're gonna get that contract. It can't be you just kind of that nigga. You got to be really that nigga, because then they looking for money somewhere else where it's not there. Because we know white boys ain't spending money on black women. We know Hispanics ain't spending money on black women. Other groups can pull from other zones.
Yeah, that's a great point. Everybody was really quiet when fucking Travis Kelce got out there, bro, and pretty much said, yeah, I may be a millionaire, I may be, you know what I'm saying, a top earner in the NFL. But yeah, I'm not treating her special. I'm not buying. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, breaking the bank or whatever. I'm not spending crazy fucking money on her. You know, and he casually said that around amongst, you know, a podcast full of black men. And this is what we've been trying to tell the divestors and, you know, the swirlers the whole time.
Kelsey also got rid of her ass when she talked shit about Cam Newton.
Yeah,
Give him.
but that's what I'm saying. We've been trying to tell y'all this the whole time, man. Listen, man, some of these white boys, cool, yeah, they may fuck with you or whatever, but the majority of white boys not fucking with you like that. And we already know when y'all get with them, you're taking the bare minimum.
Exactly.
Like, and this and the Travis Kelce shit, I was thinking about covering that shit, proves it, bro. Because this is a rich, famous white dude. And he said on thing, and the thing what makes about it, the girl she confirmed it because she complained about him being cheap. His ex black girlfriend complained about him being cheap and all this other shit, and then he gets on the podcast and confirms it. So again, man, this is lets us know what we got.
And then, like I said, as soon as because she was trying to talk shit about Cam, because he cared about his standing with black men way more than her, because he dropped her ass as soon as she tried to say what she said, because it was something about Cam saying he wants, and what's funny is in that same conversation, because I remember he had it, he actually talked about the men first, as far as men need to be men and da, but he said it in an empathetic way, but still in a, look, I know who the fuck I am, but I'm gonna say y'all need to do this. And then he went and talked about the women. And then they only want to focus on the women as if Cam Newton ain't doing what he needs to be doing. Oh, well, you not married, you not this. No, Cam is smart. Also, nothing with Travis Kelce, a lot of these white dudes do. Couple of things. You got Bill Burr, Gary Owens. They use black women as a come up. That's number one. And I'm not saying they're just using them like they don't have feelings for the chicks that they with. I ain't saying that. But there's a reason that they're same thing with Alexis Ohanian, but who's Armenian, but with Travis Kelce in particular, what a lot of these dudes will be like, look, I know I'm a man, I know I'm gonna be out here fucking, so I might as well get with black shit that's gonna do what I say and make it easier. So that's their passport bro thing. And it ain't just black women, to be fair, it's them Chinese, them Asians as well. Because Asians can actually compete with black women when it comes to their insecurities. Like, if you actually pay attention, because quiet as it's kept, there are conversations that are had on social media with these Asians about, I've seen it, like it's starting to come out more on TikTok versus YouTube, but Asian women are as bad as the worst divestors, because they can actually get these white dudes.
They riding way hard for.
Yeah, so
I be feeling bad for the Filipino dudes. I'm like, goddamn, bitch.
Yeah, no, hey, yo, Philippines. A lot of people don't know this. Philippines is a matriarchy, and it's not so much that the women are off the chains like that. It's just what the men, like, because what the men dealt with the Japanese, the American occupation, Japanese occupation, all of that. And I'm not hating on
really that imposing either, you know. It's like,
yeah, exactly. So they don't gotta go over the pay like.
Them Filipino chicks, bro, like I said, military motherfuckers, the Filipino chicks, bro. Hey, that's good as gone, bro. White, black, or whatever. You bro, you don't know how many the Filipinos had, like, so we call it the Filipino mafia, bro. It's a whole like little click of them.
I got a chance to live in Hawaii in 2012 for a year, and you know, when I got there, I had like a whole Saved by the Bell, you know, idea of what Hawaii was. I got there, it was like moving to another hood. Yeah, everybody, it was like all the Asians was clicked up with the different Asian groups. Yeah, you had to, like, if you a nigga and you from the mainland, I had to like get accepted by, like, it's almost like being in prison and shit.
Yeah, the Samoans, like, yeah, bro. Samoans,
I got accepted by the Filipinos. They took me in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so,
man.
You know.
Yeah, bro. Fucking you, like, yeah, man. The Samoans out there in Hawaii, bro. You better get tight with them, because like,
yeah, Filipinos are not as bad about throwing their men under the bus as some of these other Asians are, because it's crazy. Like, and the thing about it is they can get a lot of these white guys, not necessarily the best of the best, but they can, because white guys be having this affinity for Asians. The Asians are built like how they like.
Why all of y'all like these flat face, flat ass women like that, man? I don't know.
I tend to gravitate towards the reason why a lot of black men tend to gravitate towards Filipinos, Vietnamese, the Hmongs, because they're built more.
Yeah, they got nigga in them. They got African.
Yeah, and then here's another thing about them too. You know this, the tall ass motherfucker, fantastic. And I know you hang with other tall ass dudes. A lot of tall dudes like, you know, shorter women. And when I say shorter women, what I mean, like, women are 5'5" and under. So when you have that ass and titties, the face, and the fun size package, that's what a lot of these dudes be wanting. And I mean, TLA said that too. He said he don't date nothing over 5'3". Yeah, that was him. But so my point is, but they got to be built.
Mike for our daily HBCU update. Shout out to Miak Mike, man. I'm HBCU ninja, and there's nothing third world about me. HBCUs or Baltimore, brother, you're lying, bro. Baltimore, Bodymore, Murderland.
Yeah, and I'm not saying the whole city is third, but you know what it is. I mean, so, like, nigga, if you from Baltimore, if you from Milwaukee,
you're not even safe in the harbor, bro. Stop it.
Like literally, when you go to Baltimore, it's literally like a gray tint. Like your eye, just like, why can't I see color? Cause you're in Baltimore.
Man, the whole North.
Like I remember I was in Baltimore for 3 days one time, and why hasn't horror movies been shot in Baltimore? Because they got them big old multi-family, multi-story houses. Like they're big, like you can literally, they're hollowed out. It's like, yo, this shit, I'm getting. I don't understand why I'm feeling depressed. Yeah, I gotta leave. And I was in foster care at the time, and I was visiting somewhere. But still, I was like, oh my God, like this place is fucking depressing. Like fucking skeleton key. But
Philly feels like that too. Parts of Philly, you know.
Yeah, and I'm a type of person, I can find a beauty in a lot of cities because, you know, like I said, Chicago has its parts, but Chicago has its architecture and stuff. But that's what I'm saying. When you hear motherfuckers talk about some of these cities, I'm like, what are you talking about? You talk about Manila? You talk about San Paulo? Like, I get it, but what do you? And yeah, I've been in some of the. Now I won't say worse. I played basketball with these Filipinos one time, and they took us somewhere, and literally one of the dudes that was security worked at the building we went with us. And it was me in a group. It was me. It was a couple other black dudes and a couple of white dudes that were with like my business unit. And by the way, them dudes, some of them was 6'4", 6'2". They stuck out, man. They stuck out like a fucking pencil against erasers, like for real. But anyway, and they were gonna play basketball. They went to literally a gym that was on the side of a fucking canal, like a man-made, like. And I'm like, what? And so some of the. It's not, it's not building. It's not normal building regulation. So, and they can play basketball. See, this is where Filipinos will get a lot of black dudes. They can play. We can beat them, but they have the wind of soccer players. So if you keep playing them, they can still play at like almost maximum energy. And then if you not, unless you like used to playing basketball or you like military fit or something, after that 4th or 5th game, oh yeah, you ain't gonna be able to jump as high, move as fast, and they gonna still be moving like they playing soccer. You be like, fuck. You gonna say them games are gonna start be winning like fewer and fewer point differential, and they like basketball, like So anyway, but yeah, like people. My thing is this: when it comes to travel, if you would ask me. Would you tell somebody to travel if he never gonna get no pussy? If he's so lame, he can't even buy pussy. He's so lame. I would still tell him to travel because getting out of the American bubble, you don't really. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Most people, black, white, or otherwise, don't understand America as well as they would. I'm not saying I know it better. But I'm saying no matter what you believe, and I'm not saying you still believe what you believe. If you on this pro-American thing, you might be extra appreciative of little things America provides, like running water.
I would never tell a man, like you said, to travel strictly off of sexual opportunity or prowess, bro. Travel, like you said, for a lot of other things. Like I said, if you're gonna get the ass, you're gonna get the ass, bro. Like regardless. Like I would not, you know what I'm saying? Cause like, you know what I'm saying? Like throw your dart on the globe or on the map or whatever, and I'm gonna go get this, but nah, man. Take the trip, whatever, where you gonna go, whatever. And like, hey, if you run into something, you run into something. But if not, bro, do it.
Even if you are going to sex tour, my thing is like perfect example. Okay, let's say you don't have a YouTube channel. Let's say you're doing something in business. Let's say you can create deductions off travel. Like let's say all you got to do is make $600 in a YouTube channel or get 600 Cash App. Thank you to Biden. And you can actually file out a 1099. That ticket can now be an expense. This is why every time I tell people take pictures. Take pictures, even if it's buildings or scenery, because there's things you can do with that background and that footage that people haven't thought about stock footage, stuff like that.
Counts as content, bro. I be telling motherfuckers, bro.
Exactly.
Every time I travel, bro, that is content purposes, and that shit is a write off for my business, bro.
Exactly. So even with
tell y'all that.
Yeah, so my thing is, no, you're right. And so it's like there's, even if you're doing something on a basic end, there are things you can do to maximize those trips if you're going to spend the money. Not to mention, even having a passport is one, outside of military stuff, is one of the strongest forms of verification. So when they try to switch up the verification on you or do some stupid stuff, a passport is actually stronger because it requires more to get it. You know, like your birth certificate and all that. So when it comes to voting and stuff like that.
Internationally is a passport is global in identification, bro. I say, yeah. So you're literally into the global network of fucking, identification once you get that passport. Like I said, they look into all your stuff. That's why you got to get a birth certificate and all the extra shit or whatever. And they verify all these things. You got to answer all these questions. So once you get a passport, you're put into a global database. Okay.
I want to get that global entry. I don't travel enough to actually do it, at least not right now. But you get to skip the customs and all that shit.
Yeah, and that's finna be free too. Because I'm about to shot. If you got American, bro, get your credit right, nigga. Get your American Express Platinum. All right, get your American Express Platinum. It gives you so many perks and so many things and so many different things, bro. Cuts down on a lot of things, a discount, or gives you a credit back. Because I think I got the same thing, the global entry. On that, and I think the other was like Clear or something. So yeah, just do that stuff, man, because again, bro, another big thing, we talk about being prepared, right, and understand how crazy and shit could get here.
You could do a whole show on preparedness, like on
bro. You might have to you might have to be like a nomad, what they call it,
digital nomad.
Yeah, not just digital, just like a nomad for a minute, bro. Shit get too bad here. The way
people need to know how to get up. Even if because here's the thing, even if you get up and get out, I ain't even necessarily saying the country. Y'all should have, like, because most people don't know shit about, like, from a landmass standpoint of America, most people don't know shit about that. Most people don't know, okay, if I go to Alabama or Birmingham, like, do they got their internet right? Do they got this, what's an area if I want to get out of Dodge and then minimize cost of living? Can my economics really move with me? Hell, I know everybody's economics ain't gonna move with them, but can their skills be transferable, as you say? Like, doing IT or construction and stuff like that, and so people don't never take and look, there's a lot of things I don't take my assessment when it comes to blood work and stuff. I learned a lot of stuff, so I'm not trying to say, I'm better than anybody or I know more, but these are things that are not considered because people like to dismiss some shit over this don't get bitches, this don't do this don't do that. It's like, yo, that shit is goofy. Because why are you, for instance, if a man gets bitches, how is that make a man useful to me as a man? If I'm trying to get something done, it ain't like y'all niggas are getting bitches to do shit for you. I've yet to get a nigga I'm getting bitches. Cool. You know some paralegals that you fucking? Because paralegals know how to file the paperwork. So if you can get a paralegal, you can get most shit done without getting a lawyer. What? Yes. So you need to start targeting women. Y'all keep talking about women are doing all this bullshit. Then y'all need to start targeting these hoes to dick them down. Stop dicking a bitch down for validation. Find the ones that can get some shit done to where it's easy for that chick to get it done. And you can actually sell that to another dude. Yeah, man, I know this chick, she a paralegal. Yo, she one of the things I'm messing with. Yo, man, if somebody brings something up, they try to get something done. No, niggas don't think about that, which is how I know a lot of niggas be bullshit. Or they be fucking bitches. Hell, even if the bitches are fat, well, at least she can do something.
At what age, Ed, do you think men, at least in today's world, reach like post nut clarity? Like where you're no longer.
You said that on me like a motherfucker.
Was that?
You said at what age is a man in this world should what?
Nah, like at what, I think I hit it when I was about 33. About 33. Like females just wasn't that fucking important to me.
Yeah, like you have sex with her and she's not like an angel.
But I'll even opt out. Like it's not even worth like the
headache. Your
testosterone
drops in 35. So they typically say universally that happens at 35. I'm sure with black men it's a little bit different. Don't even get me started on all these chemicals with estrogen and shit like that dudes need to pay attention to. You want to talk about tinfoil? But usually it's gonna be in your mid 30s that you have that initial real drop. Really 30, then 35 is when you really notice it. And it just depends on who you are, you know, working out, stuff like that. But my thing that I've always preached in this channel is to control. Men need to control the sexual supply. What do I mean by that? I'm not for judging a man about how he gets pussy. Now, obviously, no sexual assault, no taking it, no nothing like that. But we already know what's going to happen to dudes that play that game. Like, we already know. That's why we're going to talk about really hold men accountable, because the black man is the most held accountable person in the United States. Anybody disagree with me, show me that. So we know somebody going to get you, you know. But as far as that, when dudes sit here, you know, this is why where you get the buying it and all of that, that doesn't, if that's a problem for you, that's a different situation. But my thing is that shouldn't be a concern unless people are trying to act like, oh, I'm better than you because of this. But you broke though. So you telling me you getting free pussy overrides the fact you broke? Because here's the thing. Once you start getting 40, if you ain't got your stuff together, bitches ain't gonna be fucking you like that. These hoes now are fucking younger dudes. So you gonna be a leftover dude, or you gonna be a homosexual that's gonna what is it called? Be demoted to being homeless. A lot of homeless dudes now are dudes that these chicks ain't fucking with them no more because they operated more like a thought than they do having
They was couch hopping. I got homies that are like that. Like they would like line up, like they'll end a relationship and then move in with the next chick, and then I'm like, damn. Bro.
And here's the thing: if dudes are doing that because they got to get it in and they got to get you know, they got to get from point A to point B, I'm not judging that. But if your whole career is like a journeyman, like you know, an NBA player that was journeyman, come on, man, ain't nobody feel sorry for you, dog.
30, hold on. If you over 30 homosexual in it, bro, your life's fucked up.
What you talk about now? You can't blame white supremacy. Now you can't blame the game. You fucked up. You didn't check out when you should have.
Yeah, bro. Listen, dog. Shout out to my man Will Brown for the 49. Shout out for the COG reference. Yeah, brother. You know it, man. Hey, man. The so-called black man, man. It's your world, so-called black man. But yeah, bro. Listen, dog. I'm by any way, shape, form, or fashion for a nigga that's 30 plus, and you couch surfing or couch hopping and house hopping because, like you said, man, you living off. You know what I'm saying? The
join the fucking National Guard.
Yeah, bro, stop it. Yeah,
you can do that till you're 35. Shout out to Marcus A. Brown. I didn't know that. A lot of brothers be aimless in their 20s, be like, yo, man, I just need a lick. Nigga, you need to trade. You need to go to the white man, go to Uncle Sam. And Uncle Sam ain't taking everybody. But if you want to like that, if you fucking hoes like that and you getting chose like that, then Uncle Sam probably you'll be able to work for him for 4 years. Give him 4 years.
Even still, bro. It's just so many different things you do nowadays, bro. Like I said, hey, that's your way of surviving, of keeping a roof over your head, nigga.
That's
you that.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm not even judging dudes on that. But what I'm saying is,
I'm judging.
No, you can't. But I'm just talking about the practicality of it. You can't be 40. You can't be like, okay, let me ask y'all this. What do y'all think is when you in the, we go play Kevin Samuels right now. When do you think you in the danger zone? Remember, the red pill is 360 degrees. When you in the danger zone, when it comes to operating like you living mainly off your dick, when are you in the danger zone then? Not you got your money, you got your, your basics, you got your own place, your own car.
That's what I'm saying. So you don't have any of these things, and you literally fucking afforded your livelihood as far as your transportation, you don't have an occupation.
You 92, these 6-figure hoes.
Yeah, but I'm saying,
I think once you hit like 34.
Yeah, bro, you way past
30, 33.
Nah, bro, you way past prime, bro. Bro, they say whatever you're doing in your life by 30 is what you're gonna be doing for the rest of your life. 9 times out of 10.
Well, what I'm saying is, when you look at dudes that can actually run that play successfully, like that's what I'm saying. Every dude can't do that. So if you are these dudes where you,
but that's very far between. That's the that's the 1% niggas, and even then, like you said, for you the chance of you being a 1% nigga and then being homosexual is even less likely.
Low, yeah,
extremely low. Then on top of that, like you said, you're getting older. And that bitch is not gonna want to take care of you, and it's gonna be a younger.
And this is how dudes do it though.
A younger fucking homosexual, you know what I'm saying, is a lot easier for her to manage than your old ass. So yeah,
Yeah,
bro.
because the younger ones, what they do is they'll get with the older chicks because the younger chicks ain't got no money. So what they do is they get with the chicks that like 37, really at 38 to 42 year range is like a sweet spot because they still look good enough,
Yes,
but they still they need that validation from a young day, and that's that young mode. And so you can probably run that play because that's the thing. I've seen dudes that literally had 3 baby mamas by the time I'm talking about, by 22. I'm talking about
Oh,
years ago.
hey.
And all the baby mama, the youngest baby mama was 10 years older than him. The youngest
Yeah,
one he
man.
had.
And again, but Ed, I'm telling you, that's few and far between. And then yet and still at some
So it is.
degree, that bitch gonna be tired of him, and she gonna leave him the fuck alone because
Yeah.
because she gonna like you said, eventually what we know. You always talk about it here. This is where the simp is gonna come in. So if this woman is quote unquote, especially we talking high value woman, right? Or if this has got her shit together, she looks
High
decent.
value woman is 19 with no kids and
Yeah,
tight
she's
ass
a
pussy.
six.
Don't tell them that. You're gonna be a predator all of a sudden. You say that. If they calling Leo a predator, that means we all.
Yeah, bro. She's a 6 or better. She can take care of her own shit. INDP, all that bullshit or whatever, right? And she's attractive and she's got that one kid, bro. Some dude's gonna take her on, bro.
Yeah, most dudes have a one kid. Like I've argued that even with Sub-Zero, not argued it in a bad way, but most dudes low key got a one child policy if the chick it looks good enough.
If a bitch bad enough, oh, most definitely. We seen that just a bad bitch. A bad bitch, bro, if it's a bad bitch with a kid. Oh, niggas will deal with that one kid. They just what they do is
They're like, I will volunteer as tribute.
they hurry
They'll
up
be
and
just like that nigga Lloyd Harvey's with,
Yeah, they hurry up and try to
but
yeah, but
this is how homosexuals stay in the game long. Just like how basketball players that are on their way out, they start going to worse and worse teams. Homosexuals start fucking with uglier and uglier bitches. That's how they try to stay in the game longer.
You age out, and you go from you can go from, like I said, let's say you a young buck, young bull, as y'all say. Shout out to you, Philly niggas. You a little young bull out here. You got everything together, whatever. All the bitches think you know what I'm saying, you the best nigga alive or whatever, right? That's cool and fine, bro. At 22, all right. Now you 25, now you 30. Nigga, that beer belly gonna start kicking in. You ain't going to the gym, nigga. You're not working out. You're not eating right. All this fucking bullshit. You nigga, your side teeth gonna start missing, nigga. Your hairline gonna start pulling back. And again, bro, all that.
and that's also why if you smart, cause then you deal with the smart. And people be like, oh man, we're hating. No, I'm not hating. The reality is, I'm just talking about what the reality of it is. Because I keep in mind, Fantastic is a lot more stringent on it than I am. Cause I'm talking about when you start getting 35, more closer to 40. Cause that's when I've been told when a lot they really, even with chicks, they built the dudes chicks they built relationships with, like, so the back and forth bullshit. That's when even the ones that like at the bottom of their list, like they start really falling off. Just like how with women, when women hit the wall, it's not necessarily like you hit the wall and it's done. Usually what happens is gradual. And it's not until them phone calls really stopping that you really understand, damn, I'm not in the position I wanted to be. It's kind of like when you hit that iceberg, you don't really start sinking until you can't see that iceberg no more in your rearview mirror. So a lot of chicks, this is why I think about it. You got I got to upload. By the way, I got a video I'm about to work on called The Colorism Credit Card, because bitches stay charging and shit to that. But anyway, there's a dude that tried to check another dude for talking about Tia's gonna find love again. I'm like, yo, what you see with Tia Mowry is the best she looks with makeup and filters. She's been hit the wall. You're seeing a lot of her whiteness is showing now because she's starting to hit the wall like a white woman. I'm like, I don't know why. Yo, Ashanti ain't even out here like that. There's a lot of women that are in their 40s that will get chosen. Megan Good, Ashanti, Maya, Carrie Hilson is like one more year. I think she'll be 40 in 2024. Yeah, I'm like,
how long till Beyonce start looking like Aretha?
Better than Tia Mowry.
How long till Beyonce start looking like Aretha? I'm waiting on that shit.
Bro, you got 20 more years for that, man. She got the best of everything, dog. Beyonce, now Jill Scott probably got like a half. But Beyonce got a minute before she started looking like Aretha, man.
Yeah. That older generation, they just gave it up. They
she
just
do.
said, "Fuck
Her mom is
Because
doing pretty decent with her
Beyonce be, you gotta remember, Beyonce probably all up on tech now. Cause you gotta remember, that Ivy Park ain't even selling. Yo, I gotta ask you this though before I leave. Yo, what do you think about the shit with Yeezy, Kanye West, and Adidas making the deal to sell the rest of them damn shoes?
I told you about it. I'm happy for Kanye because it's the only way it could have
No,
happened.
I'm happy for him too, but that just makes Adidas look so bad. I'm like, I hope he brings that out, man.
It does. I'm glad it's happening because again, I talked about this like two streams ago. People were actually like saying, "Oh yeah, man, I don't care about Yeezy's name or whatever. If I like the shoes, I'm gonna buy it." I'm like, well, first off, motherfucker, legally you can't buy it because it's Kanye's intellectual property. So the fact of the matter. Go ahead, my bad.
Nigga, them shoes are ugly as fuck. If Kanye wouldn't have put his name on it, y'all be calling them motherfuckers the Piccolos.
Has he shown face since he went in on Amalek and them?
I don't think so. I don't think. I'm thinking maybe.
I ain't seen him since he went on that run. I'm worried about dude.
Kanye show. Kanye trying to, Kanye be trying to be. Anyway, moment of silence for brothers that won. Kyrie Irving won. Because he got that Asian motherfucker. Real good. The owner of the Nets. Waited till, just like a black dude. Wait till you win and then lead their ass.
Kyrie.
That's like, yo, you get with a girl, they did you wrong, dick her down real good, make her love you, then just ghost her. That's literally what he did. KD dunked it on the dude by leaving, so they couldn't even put the narrative out there that it was Kyrie because they didn't focus on KD. So that was good. I kind of want to put Jonathan Majors in there for Kane the Conqueror, but he did eat that ebony shit. I'm like, God damn, dude. But it could have been worse. It could have been a full dress. So I'm gonna let it pass, because I still want to see Creed. But black dudes been winning in 2023 so far because they tried to make us to face a homophobia, transphobia, anti-Semitism, beating women, sexual assaulted women. Yo, they tried to color us with everything last year.
I'm fucking with 23.
And we still Kevin unfortunately died, Allen died, fucking David Carroll died. Damn. But we still here, yo.
Yeah.
We still.
Yeah, man.
So anyway, I'm about to bounce out, but fantastic. We gotta do an interview. Yeah, we gotta do an interview, man. Down the road. I'm about to start really getting my check.
We'll set it up, fam.
Oh yeah, I'll say this too. Yo, last thing I'm gonna ask y'all, what do y'all think about these Asians, these Filipinos? Speaking of Filipinos being gangster, what do you think about these Asian women going at the sisters, man, on TikTok and shit?
Ooh, bro, I got a stream coming up on that, bro. Black women take.
Yo, do you need I can send you some videos, man. I got the videos.
Black women.
These things are petty as fuck. Yo, I got a video. There's a video where it's literally like a diss video. And when I say a diss, it's like a rap song. It'd be like, brother on my arm, brother on your arm. And then they showing all these celebrity black men. Some of them you didn't even know had Asian chicks.
I went back and watched that whole scene from that beauty shop movie. I wanted to see the whole scene because I never seen the movie. I looked it up, and you got to watch that whole scene in context to see what the sister says right after she goes off on the blah 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 blah. She like, oh well, we're gonna start dating white men now too. Da 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 da. I'm like, man, they really been coming at, I guess you could say, the community for a while.
For a minute, bro. Yeah.
Well, the truth is, white women on the passport shit. Now you're starting to see white men, because white men, they've been doing what the fuck they want for the most part. But now you're starting to see more white people. Remember, white women are the largest demographic in the United States. They are the single largest one. So white women got more to lose if white men are starting to check out or bounce out. Black women are still 7% of the population. So if black women start really dealing with, Jamaicans and stuff like that, they can eat. Because think about it. If you're a black chick, you got any kind of common sense. If you a 6 and up, but even if you're a 5 and up and easy to deal with, you can find somebody, usually, unless, but because you just being in shape and just separates you from the pack anyway. But with white women, because there's so many of them, they are vulnerable. And because, white women got to deal with it from these white Hispanics. which is why Tarby Lauren was talking about these Tatianas, these white Colombians, these white Hispanics coming up on there. And then you got to deal with it with these Asians. These Asians are not in bigger numbers, but these hold on. But these Hispanics are and growing. So the thing is, they're starting to make videos talking about these white dudes. They're not talking about black men, so that's crazy because you're starting to see that percolate up. And these Asians are responding to them as well. So the point is, like, they be getting creative.
They all grifting on damn TikTok though. Half them chicks, I don't even
Some of
really.
them,
I'm not really.
some of
I'm
them
not
are
even.
taking advantage of the wave. Yeah,
No,
I'll give you
I'm
that.
not really buying all the like there's a lot of channels popping up. These
Oh
like
yeah, there's definitely
female
people
red
taking
pill
advantage of the
channels,
wave,
and it's like
but
I'm listening to them like, you really believe that? Like, come on, like knock it off.
well, people are taking advantage. Like TikTok can go viral if you tap an audience, depending on what you're doing. The thing is that hit your account. But the thing about it is, this is why I even brought that up, because you literally got news stations. They want to talk about Austin, but they literally got news stations talking about black women are slurring Asians, and that Asian hate bill passed. So it's like, you can't blame black men because you can't blame black men for what you said about another group that ain't got nothing to do with you. Yeah, you can call black men lame and all this stuff without talking about somebody uneducated and stupid and broke. How would you like it if a group said that about y'all? How would you like it if an Asian started saying that about y'all because they compete with y'all for the same white boys? You wouldn't like that.
As soon as them white liberals turn on the black female, it's gonna be a wrap because they holding them up. They holding them up. They play the defense with the media and all of the social media and all. They lift up the certain behaviors like with the Hollywood and the movies and the music. Even like that Sierra song, she trying to like talk about being a single woman.
Oh yeah, black women when you calling her out about that. They tired of that.
This shit been coming from so many fucking directions, like as far as like the attack. But as soon as they say, okay, mission complete, we have destroyed the Negro, and then they fucking push them to the side, they gonna be like, oh, what the fuck happened?
The Negro, the stuff has been bad. So now it's the point where they can't. Here's the thing, man. I will agree with that, but here's the thing I'll add on to it. They can't turn it off. Like the white, look, I wasn't really on this at first when BGS started saying it. I know, but really, the white community is not a gynocracy at all, but it is starting to get more matriarchal because these white dudes are starting to get taken to court, by these white chicks. Like, remember, divorce court is really white folks, what white folks are going through. So they don't know how to turn it off. Like, remember, when you look at like their population numbers and all of that stuff is free fall, and they can't pull from Europe like they used to. Because truth be told, Europe is free falling more than America.
Fantastic. This should go right back to the original premise. Let's go back to the original premise. I was looking at the birth rate of Europe, North America, South America. Africa's like at a 4. North America's like at a 1.2. I think Europe is like a 1.1. South America's like at a 2.
Africa and South America are for the most part good. China's got the population.
Depending on
like BG, I didn't really agree with BGS with this at first when he was saying like in 30 years, like Europe is gonna be dark or darker. It's gonna be brown. I was like, but them Muslims are fucking the hell out of them white women. That's why you think they got so crazy with Andrew Tate, turning Muslim, talking about they got a whole anti-legislation. Them white women are fucking the hell out of them Muslims, yo. And Islam is a very strong, when I say strong religion, I'm saying in the sense that they hold to that shit. They don't they don't be allowing that shit to be bent as much as like how obviously we grew up in Christianity, so it's within Western context. No, that doesn't mix as well. So that can change the fabric of society. And they let all these immigrants and stuff and then white folks are not reproducing like that. And look, this is factual. I'm not like on some down with. I'm just saying it is. It's like how black people, because all the abortions we had, it's really kept our numbers relatively the same. It is what it is, but they taking a hit with that shit like real bad. So they can't import these people as much to like fill those numbers.
That's why the Chinaman's all up in Africa right now, because honestly, I mean, if you're not reproducing, Okay,
It's also
like
a gender imbalance. Yeah, a lot of
it's a
men.
wrap, and then they pushing all of the rainbow activities over here. They pushing that in Europe really hard. I saw a damn speech, you know, and I'm not like whatever, like as far as Putin, you know, I haven't really studied him enough to say like I support whatever, but he gave a big ass speech, and if you read the damn the translation of the speech, man, he was dropping like jewel. He's like, yo, like the United States has completely lost their shit. He said, like, you know, he started getting on the gender shit. He started getting on how weak the military is. He was going in. I'm
Man,
like,
the
damn.
military, he can say what the fuck he want to say. Compared to they technology can't really match. You know, even on the people thing. Because remember. Well, I'm just saying, the military is always 1%, like not even 1% of the population anyway. So we got enough people to pull, you know, motherfuckers that actually can get some shit done. The question though, as far as the population though, like he's a clock is right. We'll say 4 times a day. You know, on certain criticisms. I'll you know, it is. Because at the end of the day, but my point is these white folks are fucking each other up. They don't know how to turn that shit off. They can't. The bitch took all the money. The white bitch took all the money by somehow being the majority group. But somehow, when I say majority group, I mean white women are the biggest demographic, but still they're also somehow a minority as well. But they don't know how to turn it off. Even with these boys, these boys are not getting access to the wealth as fast as the other white men did before, because these fucking boomers are not dying faster. That's fucking a lot of white dudes up. This is why, going back to that article you were talking about, the Medium and all of that, where they talk about, oh, well, all these guys are single and this and that. Yo, of course you're not going to mention the women. All these women are on medication, selling a pussy, doing all of this and this and that. So, I mean, they out here fucked up too, but y'all won't say that. But that's cool, because at the end of the day, the most fucked up thing about women is women are in a world where the world refuses to tell them the truth. Men at least understand it may be fucked up, but you have a greater bearings on where you are because society reminds you of that. Women don't get that. Like, what was that chick? Stacey. It's like Stacey Dash. Stacey Dash don't realize she ain't that bitch till she damn near 55. You're done. You can't like clean that up. It's over.
You know,
Anyway.
you seen that video of her moving into her apartment or some shit? She ain't had nobody to move her beds.
I mean, that's a sad thing, but hey,
damn, like that's Stacey Dash, bro.
Yep. Yeah, that is what it is. Yeah, man. And these alphas and Z's are not playing with these. That's another thing that got them scared. These alphas and Z's are not, there's not gonna be no manosphere with all these Z's or alphas. No, they're gonna be doing their thing with whoever's fucking with them. They not gonna, SYSBM is not gonna be controversial. Like passports, it depends, but no, that's gonna be normal. Just like how it used to be controversial, black men not being stepfathers or black men not being in the church. Now we don't even talk about the church no more. And the stepfather thing, you see how goofy Umar and them be when they talk about me, nigga. Fantastic. Anton sound like me. Have you heard Anton? Anton has literally said, "This is the problem with you black bitches. You all are the fucking enemy. Sleeping with the enemy while they commit." That's word for word what he said, and he was yelling it. Anton went off about 3 or 4 of these chicks. Bitch, get the fuck off here. And Anton been married since he was in his early 20s. But all it took was him talking to these hoes for about 1.5 years and 2 years, and he already where the fuck we at.
That's 100% facts right there, bro. The black population is supposed to be way higher, bro.
Yeah. It is. Well, that's the abortion. I mean, that's it. You can't say niggas weren't fucking enough. That shit didn't start until the millennials. It was the abortion. And again, you know, you hear black women talking about abort black male babies. I'm like, yo, number one, I was supposed to have 2 sisters. Oh, y'all don't understand. A lot of women, I've heard Lily Chrissy and
oh, they got him. Look at God.
Want a dark skinned girl. Because they didn't want a dark skinned girl to come into a world like this. I've literally heard her say that more than once. So these women, like, that shit can go both ways. And also another thing is, notice how, I'm not gonna mention the name, we know who said that. Notice how that person says that, but black dick. They never say don't stop having sex with black men. No, we gotta have that. You gotta have that, but just abort the baby. That's crazy to me.
Because they make money off the babies. They make money off the damn organs, all that shit. It's disgusting.
Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah, man.
Well, but yeah, man. Listen, Dr. Umar was right, bro. You have to get rid of some of these you know, some of these so-called black man demons.
From God!
Hey man, you guys to get them up out of here, bro. You're not gonna be able to take it, dog. I'm telling you. Yeah, the niggas Mike. Man, y'all know how the Joker talk get down, man. Shout out to Ed, man. Appreciate Ed for coming through. You know, running through every type of motherfucking verbal obstacle possible.
I just let Ed rock. I already know how you get down.
Yeah, the Joker talk, man. Hey, that nigga's the best wingman ever. You want to take a break, nigga? You want to talking? Just let Ed on, bro. He got you covered, man. Shout out to Ed, man. Appreciate you coming through, bro. But nah, man. Ultimately, bro. Hey, y'all go after this, bro. If you still up or whatever, y'all niggas ain't past your bedtime. Make sure y'all go pull up on G Dizzle. 1 second, give me. Where we at? Once we done with this, I saw him live, I think. Yeah, let me see where it's at. Where you at? Yeah, I saw him live, man, talking about this whole thing. When I say the solution, bro, is there really any way to stop it? Nah, I don't feel like there's a way to stop it. But like I said, I'm speaking from the thing as far as what you can do for you and your family. Protect yourself. Put yourself in the best possible position. You know, keep your head on the swivel, pay attention to your surroundings, get training, get a firearm, you know, stay away from niggas. Yeah, separate yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? Separate yourself, dog. Don't be out here and making yourself a soft target or a victim, because trust me, believe me, bro. Like I was thinking about that shit the other day, bro. You know how it's easy, bro. You can literally go on Amazon now and buy something like bullshit ass geotag thing or whatever. You know what I'm saying? One of these trackers, GPS trackers, bro. And a motherfucker can know everything about you. So yeah, man, don't be out here flossing and flogging and all this other shit and whatnot, what have you, bro. Pay attention to who paying attention to you, and you know, hey man, you know, live your life, man. Live and be prosperous. You feel me? But
100%.
greatly appreciate y'all for coming up, pull up on me, man. It was a wonderful.
Hey, thanks for having me, bro.
Hey, no problem, bro. Appreciate you,
was
man.
fun,
Anytime,
man.
brother. And that's that on that one, man. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Holla.
Got it, bro.